Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the July 2023 Ask Your Guides Live. So excited to have you here. Oh my gosh, I can't believe how many people are already in YouTube chat. Awesome, awesome. So I'll be getting to you guys in just a little bit after I take care of the questions on the Zoom side. And it looks like we have 8 people queued up on Zoom waiting. So before I dive in and get all excited and forget, let's just take a moment to do a little opening prayer. I used to do that all the time, and then I got distracted and forgot with all of the, the control room stuff here. So let's do that this morning because it feels like we need to really amp up the energy and start us off on the right foot. So just take a couple of deep breaths. Welcome in that beautiful energy from your Akashic team who are on standby waiting to speak with you, to share their love, their wisdom with you and with the world. Because when you ask a question and you receive an answer, very often, almost always, that answer will help somebody else. So by you coming forward, posing the question, you are helping other people. So I thank you for that. Thank you to all of the Akashic guides, teachers, masters, angels for being with us, for sharing their love and their energy. Thank you all for being here in this beautiful, amazing circle as we all launch into 4D life together and exploring what that really means. Because I don't know about you, I still don't quite know what it means other than it feels different. But how does that impact us in our daily life? What can we expect? And those are some of the things that hopefully over time will be revealed to us as we need to know, and we're ready. You may have noticed, they kind of spoon feed us a little bit at a time as we're ready for it and shift it into a place where we can understand it. So just know and trust that the information is coming. You can always ask if you want more clarification. So Metatron team, please join us in this delightful gathering today. Shine your love and your light down upon us. Lift everyone in this circle up. Fill them with vital force energy so that when we complete our time together, we all walk away lifted up, energized, feeling better than before, refreshed, excited to face the new day and all the magical adventures that you bring to us. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you to all of you. Okay, so Kelly, you were the very first to arrive, so come on in. So we're just waiting for Kelly to come up. And if you can just turn your camera on, I see your audio's coming in, Kelly. Almost there. So we just need your...
There we go.
I don't see your camera though.
Oh, really? Let me see.
Yeah, I just see your name. There you go. Welcome. Good morning.
It was on before. Somebody must have turned it off. It wasn't me.
I see you now. That's all that counts.
Okay.
So what is your question today?
Okay. Pardon me?
What is your question today?
Well, I've been thinking of doing solar on my house for a long time. And a couple of companies are in the area now, and they're really eager to get started, but one's really expensive, and I haven't really talked to the other one yet. But I just don't know. I spent $4,000 on gutters and gutter covers. I just don't know if it's time right now to keep spending big dollars. And I've been asking for the past week. I've been, when I go to bed, can I give you a message? Praying on it, and they just kind of waffle. They're not really giving me anything definitive, and I was hoping maybe they would speak to you a little more clearly.
Well, let's ask about that. So for Kelly, is now an optimal time to invest in solar for her home? Yes. So would it be a wise choice to speak to the second company? Yes. Yeah, I'm actually surprised they said yes, because you said you just spent all that money on gutters and it's going to be apparently a rough winter. That's what I'm hearing. So gutters is probably a really wise thing to have on your house. But they're saying yes. So how do you feel about that?
A little scared.
Yeah. Well, just pursue it, because in your taking the action of inquiring, getting the information, another company could show up so that you could get the very best optimal deal. And there are some rebates going on right now, so that will factor in as well.
Yeah, there's federals. Washington State cut the rebate. They were doing rebates up until 2021, but they stopped doing it for the state. But there is a federal rebate. But would it be best to get at least 3 quotes? I usually do that, but I don't know what other companies to call.
Yeah. So for Kelly, would it be an optimal choice to get 3 quotes for solar? Not necessarily. So two would be good. Yeah, they're saying 2 is good.
Okay, well then, okay, I'll move forward with that. And thank you.
You're welcome.
They were much more clear with you than they were with me.
Because I don't have any skin in the game. That's the way it is. Yeah.
Well, thank you very much.
Thank you. So if you can just exit out for me, that would be really helpful. And I'll bring up the next person, and that is Belinda. Bye, Kelly. Belinda, come on in. After Belinda, we've got Susanna and then Rachel, just so you know what to expect. So Belinda is coming right up. Sometimes there's just a little delay. There you are. You're muted.
Can you hear me?
Yes, perfect.
Okay,
how are you this morning?
I'm doing very good. Thank you. I wanted to make sure I turned the other volume off, because I was hearing 2 different things.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you so much for taking my call.
Yeah.
So I have an interesting thing. I'm doing Akashic record work, and it's been a few months, so it's more of the energy that I'm feeling, and then things are happening and I'm trying to figure out how they're working out. So that's what I thought maybe I'd get some clarification from you.
Okay.
So one thing is I'm seeing an angel just kind of off in the distance, like not coming forward. And I thought maybe I needed to do something to kind of create that. So that was my first question to you.
What's the story with the angel who's standing at a distance?
Yeah, just kind of at a distance. And I'm not certain if it's something I'm supposed to like invite or like become more clear on, or if it just takes time and then it becomes more of what I'm looking for.
Have you tried talking to that angel?
I have.
Okay.
Yeah. What it feels like what happens is more and more it comes forward. So, maybe I'm not being clear enough, or I'm just maybe hesitant. Maybe it's my own energy.
Okay, so let's just inquire. So this angel that Belinda is sensing at a distance, what is that all about? Supervisor. Supervisor. Standing there watching what's going on. So are you saying that there's no need for you to engage at the moment? Yeah. It's just that particular angel is keeping an eye on the entire situation and kind of coordinating as well to bring in additional help for whatever is needed, if that makes sense.
Okay.
So is this someone that it would be wise to invite in closer? No, that's not their role. That's why they're staying at a distance.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, because you have your inner circle that works with you one-on-one and then small group. And then you've got the larger legion that is working on your behalf in the records all the time, doing various things, and you really don't have contact with them.
Oh, interesting. Okay, so let me tell you the other thing that's happening. So on the earth plane, I do a lot of spiritual work. And so this new thing is happening where, and I would say it's been happening for the last few months. where I'm around somebody like say that has lost a very close loved one, and they're in grief or in desire to be able to communicate with that person, I am getting that energy. And it's more feeling. It's more feeling of love and this incredible desire to like comfort them and love them and all of this. And then once in a while I'll get a name so I know who I'm talking to or what's the feeling is of it. And I'm wondering like how to develop this more, how to make it more deliberate, I guess, instead of it just kind of happening to me. So
when
the
you
answer
say that you're getting the energy, what does that mean to you? You're feeling it peripherally?
I'm feeling it. Yeah, I'm feeling it. I mean, I was at a function the other day with a gentleman, I don't even know him, who lost his wife like 6 months ago. And I just overcome with her energy and the desire to want to be really close with him and, you know, like comfort him, do whatever I could. And you know, and I was, you know, she told me her name was Mel. So I kind of knew that's who I was dealing with. And then, but I didn't really know what to do because I don't know this guy. But then later on, he came up to me and he said, I've been hearing from people that you're really spiritual. So I was able to give him that message, which was, he told me it was the best thing that had happened to him, you know, since he'd lost his wife. So I know that there's something going on there. And that's what I want to ask.
Yeah, so you are shifting in your spiritual journey. You are opening doors. And I got a visual. You put this big welcome mat out in front of your spiritual house. And because you're able to, they are just flocking. And they will continue to do that unless you set up some healthy boundaries.
Okay.
You are not open 24/7. At least it wouldn't be wise to be. You get to decide when, with whom, and for how long you connect with these spirits. If you like doing that, great, let them come in. But if you'd like to be a little more selective about it and live your life, then you erect boundaries and you just say no.
Yeah.
You have to wait.
Since it's just starting to happen, I get what you're saying. And I think, you know, overall, but I mean, it's happening so rarely at this moment. I want to just kind of figure out how to be more, I mean, I get what you're saying. I mean, later on, this could be something that would be very good for me, but how do I initially kind of invite that energy in?
Well, you are right now, and it's slowly coming in. Just be prepared, because once you start doing it, they will flock to your door.
Okay.
Because you're like this moth to a flame. They're looking for people like you who can facilitate, but you never want to be a victim of your gift.
Got it.
You want to be in charge. You want to have good, healthy boundaries. So if you start that now, it's like, okay, you're interesting. I want to talk to you. Come on in. Let's have a chat. What can I do for you? That's your choice.
Okay.
Just be sure that you are in control.
Yeah. I like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
Because I knew somebody who had a similar gift to yours, and he didn't understand he could say no. And they were all the time. And then one time he drove through Gettysburg and it nearly killed him.
Oh God.
So take that
Yeah.
apart and know that you don't want to have it controlling your life. You are the sovereign soul.
Got it.
But it's a wonderful gift to have. Enjoy the heck out of it. Just always being sure that you're in charge.
Yeah. Well, thank you very much. So
You're
appreciate
welcome.
that.
Good luck with that.
Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome. Susanna, you are up. And after Susanna, we have Rachel and then Nyla. And after that, Laura. Good morning.
Good morning. How are you, Deborah?
I'm terrific. It's great to see you finally.
Oh, it's wonderful seeing you. Well, I get to see you every month, but at least talking with you directly.
Yeah, one-on-one. So what's up?
So this past month has been an amazing energy shift. Like I'm literally vibrating even right now. So it's a lot coming through. I'm just kind of curious. So like, I know that I'm destined for like huge purpose to impact things on a positive scale in the world, like significantly. I've always known this. And I feel like things are moving in that direction, but I have probably 4 to 5 different directions I can go with it. And I'm sort of wondering, like, how do I know what path I need to choose? Like, is there some direction that can help from my guides to at least steer me down the right path?
Yeah.
Get
Well,
there quicker.
it's always about the one that feeds your soul, the one that feels best. So
They
I
all kind of do, which I think is the tough part.
Yeah. So when you're faced with that situation and it's like you've got 4 or 5 choices and
Mhm.
built your way through all of them, you've experimented with them and you still can't make a choice, that's when you flip a coin and you choose something. Because what's happening is by not making a choice, you're keeping yourself stuck and then you
Well,
shut down.
and I'm not stuck. Like, I am still moving forward. It's just they all sort of branch out from this one area.
Mhm.
So I can do so many different things. Like, part of my abilities, I've had abilities since I was 3 that I know of. That was my first encounter. And I never had anyone growing up saying, this isn't normal. You shouldn't be talking to spirits and getting all these messages that nobody understands. And so I've had a lot of those strong ties, but as they've evolved, I've been able to do a lot more physical healing
Mhm.
with that energy, which has been wonderful. And so I thought of, do I need to, next year when I'm done with my doctorate, focus more on a holistic wellness center virtually to be able to help people and like pull in all the different areas of wellness for people? Or do I need to do my consulting stuff as an organizational psychologist? Or do I go off on my own and actually do something as an organizational psychologist, but more in a paranormal spiritual realm?
Well,
And
let's just go through those choices and see if
Okay.
any of them jump out as optimal. So tell me what they are.
So the first one would be my holistic virtual wellness center.
Holistic Virtual Wellness Center, would that be an optimal choice to put more energy into for Susanna? No. Okay. What's next?
The next one is my consulting business.
Consulting? Yeah, that's a big yes.
Okay. And then the other one is having some type of development for organizational psychology, but in a paranormal scope somewhere. Spiritual
Organizational psychology with a paranormal spin. Would that be optimal? No. And it's not that they're saying no forever. It's right now. The consulting is going to get you moving forward, allowing you to have these different experiences as you then shift into, because you're going to be evolving for a long time. It's not just going to be, bam, this is it, and we sit here. It's a constant evolution. So even though it might be those 2 are not the best choice right now, it doesn't mean you're not doing them at all, because you may find a way to incorporate them.
Okay.
So consulting gives you that umbrella where
Yep.
you can really shift and do what you need to do.
Okay. And is there just anything actually, one thing I am curious about. So lately, for some reason, in the earlier to mid afternoons, like before dinner time, that 2 to 4 time, every day I get this huge flush of energy. My temperature rises, like for no reason at all. I'll be doing the same thing in my day, working, doing the same thing, sitting at my computer. And all of a sudden, I just get this rush of like this flush of energy of something. Is that something I need to pay attention to? I don't know if it's something spiritual. I don't know if that's something else. Do they have any direction on that?
Okay. So this flush of energy in the afternoon that Susanna is feeling, is that a 3rd dimensional issue? No. So it's spiritual. Okay. And can you give us some information? What is that about? They're saying refeed. So it's like they're giving you extra vital force energy, and that's, you're just feeling it as it comes in. Not everybody feels it when it comes in, but because yeah, you're sensitive and you're feeling that. So is there anything she needs to do about this? No. Just know that that's what it is. Don't worry about it. And you will connect with her more when she needs more, right? Yeah. Yeah. So the energy feels like right now, the wise choice is just being aware that it's happening, noticing what happens in your body, how you feel, how does it change things if it does for you? So it's almost like you're practicing to be more present in the moment for that 2-hour time slot.
I have been a lot in letting go of just the lower chakra impact of things, in which in doing that, so much has just opened up and fallen into place over this last month. So,
and that's perfect. And you said you're feeling the fourth dimensional energy. So, yeah.
So great. Thank you so much, Deborah. I appreciate it.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Okay, let's see. Rachel, come on in. And then after Rachel, we have got Nyla, Laura, and Donna. While we're waiting for Rachel, we have 34 people over on 37 on YouTube. Okay. Hey, if you guys could hit the like button, that would be really great because we only have 18. So a few more would be good. Hey, Rachel, what's up?
Hi. Good. Just stepping outside for a moment. Yeah, so let's see. 3 very short things that are on my mind, and I'm not going to start with career or business for this time. I've had a lot of issues going on that were with my teeth, my mouth, my jaw, and I just want to know, like, what are my guides telling me? Like, what's going on? Will it be solved within a month? Because I scheduled several appointments with dentists and stuff, but yeah, I just want to know what's behind this.
Okay. So for Rachel, what's going on with her jaw? This is a third dimensional issue. Yes, it is. It's something physical. Okay. So is it about a tooth? More than one tooth? About one tooth. Okay. So is it infected? Is there an infection happening in there? That's what I'm getting. It's an infection. So the appointments that she's got coming up, that will resolve the issue for her. And will it be resolved in a month's time or less? Yeah. It seems pretty straightforward, Rachel. There's just some bacteria in there aggravating it. And that can cause, a lot of swelling, discomfort.
I don't have tooth pain. I have jaw pain, so I don't know if that's...
Yeah, because you'll feel it like down here.
Mm-hmm.
Underneath the teeth.
Mm.
If there's bacteria
So,
down there in the root. Could be you have a crack.
strange. Yeah, I wasn't considering
It's kind
that.
of a normal thing. Happens a lot. You'd be surprised.
Anyway. Yeah, so yeah, there's just a lot of tension in my jaw, and I know I'm, tensed, so I was just wondering what, yeah. Anyway,
Are you stressing about things in life and it's showing up in your jaw, you think?
yeah. A trip coming up, visiting my parents for a very long time, several weeks in a row, which is crazy. That's definitely giving me tension. So I know I'm like, clenching my jaw.
Mm-hmm.
So I just, if it's going to be solved, then I know it's just that. And, and I'm not putting attention to it.
The tension will aggravate it. So as much as possible, try to be conscious of what you're doing with your jaw.
Yeah.
And as soon as you notice it's tense, you release it.
I do that. Yeah. I'm very,
you don't
very
want
conscious.
to aggravate it.
Yeah. Okay. No, and I'm definitely not giving it attention, because the more you think about pain, the more pain you get. So I'm definitely not doing that. So then it's been a very long time, Deborah, that I asked something about my soulmate. And I know 2 years ago, it's like, yeah, he's coming in a month, it's coming in 6 months, and 2 years later, still nobody. So I'm just curious, I'm just curious, like, am I going to meet him? Am I going to meet him either in Belgium or in Portugal? Because that's where I'm really mostly am.
Okay.
I don't know. I'm just curious.
Okay. So what about this optimal long-term partner for Rachel? Is there someone in the wings? Yes, there is. And it's a man? Yes. Okay. Can't hurt to check, right? All right. And so is this person on the way? All right. Is there something blocking them from connecting? It's timing. Different choices, change the timeline. So is highly likely she'll meet this person in Belgium. I need a yes on that. What about Portugal? No.
Mhm.
So Belgium.
Really?
Is this person living in Belgium now? Yeah, they live in Belgium. Okay. Can you tell us approximately when they will cross paths? Will it be more than 6 months? Less than 6 months? Okay. 4 months. Somewhere around 4 months.
Interesting.
Oh, I don't know. Are you going to be in Belgium in 4 months?
That could be. I mean, every few months I go back and forth for a little bit. So yeah, that could very well be. Yeah.
So that would be incentive to make sure you are in Belgium.
Yeah,
around
yeah,
4
yeah.
months.
Yeah. That's interesting. Okay. Anything else that I should be doing, or I'm just always wondering, like, what, you keep saying like have fun, and I'm like, I don't know. I don't know. Like, how can I attract him, because I have to do something.
Well, having fun is an ongoing thing. It doesn't stop. That's shifting your energy into that space where you're open to receiving more. See,
Mhm.
it's just like the clenching of your jaw. When you do that, you're blocking. So being in that fun energy opens you up for more to come in. Otherwise,
Mhm.
it's like you've put up the barricades around the fortress and nothing's getting in. It's feeling like there's some really deep-seated fear behind all of that. So it's, the right person is on their way. They get to the door and they're standing there, but there's no way in. They're blocked from getting in from that fear. So is there something you can help Rachel with in regards to what's going on with that fear? Yeah, it's something very deep, like in your sacral chakra, that deep.
So any
Is-
guidance that I
Is
could?
this a past life issue? No, it's a present life issue. Okay. So is it simply the fear of being in a relationship? No, that's not it. Is it the fear of being rejected? Yeah, that's it. It's about being rejected.
Hmm.
But you don't know until you get in there and try. So if you take that fun attitude into the relationship, don't be all serious about it. Just think of it as, this is a new friend I'm meeting. We're having a good time. That's all it is. Don't put any more pressure on it than that. Just like your jaw. I think the jaw is a real good metaphor for you because you can viscerally feel it. You can connect the dots to it. So when you take the pressure off, you're just relaxed and having fun, then the relationship can evolve.
Mhm.
When you put all that pressure on, like when your jaw is clenched because, oh, this is it and I got to make this work, and you're putting a lot of pressure on yourself, and the other person feels that as well, which pushes them away.
Well, first I need to get in the relationship. I still need to.
Mhm. Well,
I still need to
remember, it's
find-
not just you meet somebody and bam, you're in a relationship necessarily.
No,
Might be
no.
somebody you meet peripherally, and over a period of time, you get to know each other. So that's where that energy is going to help you.
You mean the energy of fun?
Of being in fun, just going with the flow,
Yeah,
living
Yeah.
life.
yeah, yeah. Working on that. I mean, I feel good, I mean, everything's going well. I'm in a good energy, just
Mhm.
like previous lady was saying. So I'm really but yeah, I still feel the seriousness, the focus too much on my business and growth and all of that. But it's going well, so yeah. Thank you.
It's more of a shift in energy, Rachel, to less nitpicking about making yourself more perfect, more accepting who you are right now and loving that, knowing that you are getting better every day and you don't have to stress about that.
Yeah, that's beautiful. I'm going to listen to the recording again, play it over. Thank you.
Yeah.
Awesome.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
Okay, bye. All right, Nyla, come on in. And then Laura, you're on deck, and Donna, you're after that. I see your picture. So we need you to unmute and turn on the camera. There you are. Hi.
Hi.
Great to meet you face to face.
Nice. Same here. How are you?
I'm terrific. How are you?
Good. Very well. Okay. So my question is basically about my best friend who's like a sister to me.
Mhm.
And she's having this life crisis. She's torn between continuing to live in the US or moving back to her birth country. So do the guides have any insights about where she should live in this next phase of her life? And how can I help her?
Okay. So what is her name?
Sarah.
Sarah. So now it's from Sarah. Would it be an optimal choice to move back to her birth country? I get a big yes on that. Is that what she's leaning towards?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. And will she be more settled when she's back in here? Because she's not sure whether she'll find a job or whether she'll be able to settle down, carry on a lifestyle that she's used to.
Yeah. Well, the first thing is let go of all that worry, because if the birthplace is the right place for her and the angels are saying that it is, then all those things will fall into place. Go there, enjoy it, have a really good time, and allow those other things to unfold.
Okay. And how can I help her?
And how can Nyla help Sarah with her move and adjustment to a new life? Just the love, support, be her rock.
Okay.
Yeah. And when she gets a little nervous, you can help calm her down and reassure her that this is the path that the angels have said is the right one for her. So there's nothing to worry about. When you worry, all you do is set up blocks to all the blessings they're trying to bring in.
Okay. Okay, great. Thank you so much.
You're
Thank you.
welcome. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Okay, Laura, come on in. And then we have Dr. Donna and Eileen after that. Good morning. You're still muted.
Ta-da!
Hey, there you are.
Hello. It's
Great
funny.
to see you.
Oh, it's good to see you. Like this huge shift happened for me this morning, and I was like, well, what question should I ask? And they're like, ask what truth you are here to tell. So
Ooh, intriguing. Okay. So for Laura, what truth is she here to tell? Is there just one? There's one main truth. Okay. And what is that? Love is the source of all and everything. Love flows the thread through the life of every soul, every being, everything, everywhere. It's all about love. When you open your mouth to speak and to sing, let love flow through you freely, without judgment. Allow it to sing, to soar like the bird. Your voice lifted up into the heavens so that it might seed the clouds and fall upon the earth, sowing more seeds of love. Anything else?
wow.
It's all about love, baby.
Boy,
Can't
yeah, I
have
know.
love. Because everything
Wow.
springs from love, Laura.
I know. It was just, that's what happened this morning. I was just, I've been struggling with past memories and stuff. And this morning I was led to this video, and the person was just, this love just pouring out of her. And it was like, choose fear or love. And it was like, when you choose love, everything that, like the trauma and all the illness and all that, that's from a fear place. So if you choose fear, then you choose those as your reality. Whereas if you choose love, when love's your reality, all of that just melts away, and the suffering from all of it goes with it. And it's like, whoa. It's like, wow. Oh, wow.
It's
Thank
like a
you.
blanket of love. And when you allow that to
Yes.
be your reality, then you're putting it back out into the world. And love conquers everything.
It does. Okay, so I guess the follow-up for that is where I'm getting a little like confused. Is are my guides guiding me back into Christian Science and into the practice, like the public practice of it?
Okay. So for Laura, is it an optimal choice to go into Christian Science publicly? No, baby.
Really?
Too limiting. Oh, they're hobbling you. No.
Oh, wow.
You can't share love in the way that you your soul wants to share love if you are dominated and hobbled by those restrictive norms and beliefs.
Wow. Oh, okay. Because it's like Christian Science is definitely the basis. That's what got me. Yeah, but that's the whole point. It's like, no, it isn't about Christian Science. It's God. Christian Science was just one avenue to get to God. It's about God.
Love
That's it.
The love you're practicing transcends.
Yeah. Okay. Yay. All right. Thank you.
You're welcome. That was easy.
Beautiful. I can't wait for you to hear that recording because that channeled message was gorgeous. Thank you so much.
Oh, you're so welcome. Go with love and peace and just have a great time.
I will. Thank you.
You're welcome. Bye.
Bye.
Okay, Dr. Donna, come on in. Then we have Eileen and Melinda. So 5 more people, you guys who are waiting over on YouTube. Here she comes. Unmuted. Camera, action. Good morning.
Well, hi. This is a new way. You've probably been doing this a long time, but I couldn't figure out what was going on. Then I figured out what was going on.
You were in the waiting room limbo.
Yeah, I love that. And I'm going, what's going on? Fortunately, I jumped over to the YouTube to watch the stream.
Yeah.
That's wonderful. It's just such a blessing.
So what is your question today?
Oh, gosh, I have so many questions. A lot of it has to do with teaching. Surprise you. It has to do with right now I am launching 2 courses. And one is a continuation of a course creation. And it seemed like the community really needed, there is a need there to finally get things finished. And it was like I needed to put a steel toe on my velvet boot to get them going. And it seems to not be the timing, even though they said it was, but I didn't have the registration page up. And then when you get things ready later, sometimes people are sidetracked someplace else.
Yeah.
So my feeling is, my thought is in the highest best interest to delay that or to simply postpone it until I have another course creation simplified later to funnel people into that community.
So what is the name of the course that you're?
It's Course Launch Accelerator Mastermind.
Okay, so the course launch acceleration, is it an optimal choice to put that on hold? Yes. So put that on hold until there's another course to funnel people into it? Yes. Yeah, you're making things way too hard on yourself. So what if you missed the window of opportunity last time? Doesn't matter. There's always another one coming around.
So my 10-day self-talk transformation, I've got it scheduled for the 3rd week in August. And I'm feeling that that's where would be the best to put my energy, because that practice was astonishing the first time I offered it in April. So it's in the highest best interest to focus on just that over the next 6 weeks.
Okay, so for the next 6 weeks, the optimal focus, would it be on the 10-day transformation course? No. Is it a different course? Slow down, Donna. You're pushing too hard. You're pushing into the dog days of summer. Why would you do that to yourself? It's like you're lashing yourself with a whip. And what is that about? Stop it. Relax, breathe, give yourself some space. It's too much too fast. And then you're trying to drag them with you and they're not ready. They're saying, Donna, it's summer. We want to go have a good time.
Okay, so when would be the best time to relaunch the 10-day self-talk transformation?
Okay, so what is the optimal timing for the 10-day self-talk course? Is that after August? Yeah, okay. So September, October. Don't rush even in September. Give them a little breathing room.
Okay.
And then you can build up into October. Yeah.
Excellent advice. Thank you. It has a lot to do with the fact that I don't close sales, I earn them. And when it's like when the enrollments don't happen, I know that there's some glitch there. It doesn't have to do, it has to do with something outside of me.
Yeah.
And I think it's timing more than anything else.
Yeah, look what's going on in the world. There's a lot of craziness. Give people a chance to breathe, to catch up to themselves. There's a lot shifting right now. And we are in a new fourth dimensional energy. So we're all figuring it out as we go.
So in a relationship to the course launch acceleration mastermind, what would be the optimal time to relaunch that?
So the course acceleration mastermind, would it be an optimal choice to relaunch that in conjunction with the October class? Yeah, that works well. There's just more flow there. Way more
Okay.
flow.
Even though it's a different market, but then I'm hearing, no, it's not a different market.
Well, don't decide that for them. So you're going to get the ones from before, the stragglers who still want to do it. It was just the wrong timing. Those are going to be in the box, right? And then you're going to have some of the new ones who are coming in who are saying, wow, the self-talk for 10 days was really great. It's powerful. Give me some more of what Dawn is offering.
So do I want to put the course acceleration after finishing up the 10-day self-talk transformation?
The timing on the acceleration, is it directly after? Doesn't have to be. It's more of what feels good to you, and stop rushing. It's you're lashing yourself, you're pushing, and that's part of that elder council member thing that we're going to be talking about at the end of the month.
Okay.
Relax a little bit. Stop pushing so hard. More flow.
Okay.
Because life has to fit in between the cracks too.
True. So do I just close on the Zoom and get back to watching stream? Is that what
Yeah.
we do?
just close on Zoom and then you'll be back on YouTube.
Bye.
Bye.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Okay, Eileen, you are up. I see your flag. Okay, it's looking like we're doing well over on the YouTube side.
Okay.
There you
Do you
are.
have me?
Gotcha.
Hi.
Hi.
Gotcha. How are you doing? First of all, I want to send love and positive white light to everyone listening.
Thank you.
I always do that. It's been this past week at work. I have two things. Last week at work has been a revelation in that I realized I don't have the people who I thought I had as a backup or to have my back. And it hit me like a ton of bricks.
Yeah.
And to the point where I actually started looking at other jobs. But I'm wondering right now should I not rush out for the new job and just learn what the lessons are? Is it optimal for me to stay here for a little longer to learn some more lessons of? Part of it was I thought I was much more invested into everything at work than a lot of other people, and that my viewpoint, or not even when I say something, I don't have since I'm not a leader in a leadership role, I don't count. A lot of what I'm saying doesn't count anymore, or doesn't count, period. So is it optimal for me to stay there to learn that I, first of all, stop trying to go into other people's life journeys and trying to help everybody, which has been a big issue with me, but also learn what's my life journey while I'm here. Does that make sense?
Yeah. So for Eileen, is it an optimal choice to stay in her present job to continue learning the lesson about overgiving? What about looking for something new right away? No. So you want to stay there for a while. You want to let this play out. You want to be sure you've really got it set into your cells, they're saying. So you got it finally, and you stop overgiving, because people will just take and take and take and not appreciate.
Yeah, that's basically what's happened. That
in fact, they don't respect you.
Yes.
They say you don't respect yourself. Why would we respect you?
And it's also, well, they're assuming I will do it now.
Yeah.
That I will be the one. And even though we're training other people to do these things, I think the one thing was when someone on my team spoke, and the words that he used were very, I vehemently disagree with you, even though this was his first meeting with the group, had never done any of the stuff that we were talking about, hadn't even finished the training to even start doing it, knew no concept. He vehemently disagreed with what I was trying to say and agreed with the other people, the two leaders. So he was playing, I think he was playing the politics game more than I was, which I don't want to play. And I think that night I realized, okay, I can't let them have everything.
Yeah.
And I had decided, okay, I'm taking my week's vacation, but if you need me, you can call me. Well, not anymore. The phone's going to be off.
Boundaries.
I'm not going to go there anymore. So is there anything more that I should be learning while I'm at this place? When's the optimal time for me to start looking elsewhere?
Okay. Can you give us a timeline for the optimal timing for Eileen to start looking for another job? Okay, so would it be fall? Fall feels good. So are you talking September? No, October? November? November. Interesting. So before the holidays kick in would be a good time.
Okay.
And is that just a look, or is that to actually be interviewing? Just to start looking in November.
Okay.
Don't rush it. Take your time.
Yeah.
Because now that you've got the lay of the land, you're going to be playing by new rules. Take advantage of that time and really get that set so that you're prepared to jump into the new opportunity with this whole shifted perspective about who you are in the workplace and your healthy boundaries.
I think that's the big thing for me is I've never been good at setting boundaries for myself. I've always, and I had my mother, yes, Mom, I can hear you, doing that also. So I mimicked her in a lot of ways. There was always room for one more. We can always help this person. We can always do more. And I learned that at her, watching her.
Mm-hmm.
And I've got to learn to take care of myself first.
Well, it's that people-pleasing thing that a lot of women got taught. So it's very common. But, you know, in the doing of all of that, sometimes you take away the opportunity for those people to be responsible in their own lives, which then becomes enabling rather than helping. You don't want to do that. And this whole thing with your job, it's a job. It's not your life. It's not your business. And you shouldn't leave there so depleted that you're not able to live your life.
And that's what's happening right now. By the time I get home, I crash because I'm so, and a lot of it is not only the people that are around me, but the building itself. It's old and needs renovation. We're supposedly moving to a new location in February, and something's telling me I don't want to be moving into this new building. And it's really saying that, okay, I mean, you got to be out of here before that move, because that's not a place for you. Even though it looks good, from the minute I saw this new building plans, the alarm bells were going off of me.
Yeah, listen to that intuition and get out of there in November timeframe.
Yeah, I'll start looking much more. I'll keep my eye open, but I won't be actively looking until later.
Yeah, get your ducks in a row.
Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. Second thing is my birthday's coming up
Happy
on the
birthday.
24th. I'm God, how many times Leo? I've got Sun, Moon, Venus, Uranus, and North Node, all or something else, all in Leo. So I'm a Leo. But does the guides, the angels, or my family members have anything to tell me?
Okay. Any message for Eileen for her birthday? I'm hearing this weird song. I can't remember the title of it, but it's I'm coming, though my head is bending low. Do you know that song?
No, I'll have to look it up though.
Can't think of the title of it. Oh, it's Old Black Joe. Old Black Joe. I have no idea why that, but okay, so what's that about? Are you just letting her you're nearby? She already knows that. So why
God,
that
yeah,
weird
my mother yells in my ear when I don't clean well enough.
Yeah, so why the weird song? Because that's a peculiar one. It's you. You are coming for yourself finally because your head is bending low. You're just so overwhelmed by all this crap. It's time for the real Eileen, the soul empowered, wise Eileen to step out from the egoic Eileen and live her life.
Mhm.
This is part
Well,
of the 4D movement.
Yeah.
Coming into
And
oneness.
I've started working on my novel again. I've started doing research. So I'm
Good.
moving
Good.
toward that. And I'm taking a week off. My week that I'm taking off, I'm not telling any of my family I've got the week off because I know they'll say, I need to come drive down here 18 hours to get to me so we can spend some time together. No, I'm not telling anybody.
Boundaries, 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 right?
Yeah.
Because old Black Joe had no boundaries, couldn't have.
Yeah. Yeah.
So take the lesson from Joe.
Yeah. I will.
Create your life the way you want it.
And
go listen to the lyrics of that song because I have a feeling there's more wound up in there.
I will definitely do that. But thank you. I need. Does mom and dad have anything specific they want to tell me?
Mom and dad, anything you want to say? Happy birthday, baby.
Yeah. Quick question to mom and dad. My younger sister has got the house. She's thinking of maybe selling it. How do they feel about that?
Mom and dad, you okay with little sister selling the house? They don't care.
They don't care. Yeah, I didn't think so, but
no attachment.
It's been it was the family home for many generations, but it's really showing its age.
But from their perspective, those are material things they could care less.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, the house is 200 years old. So, I thought so, but there's
egoic constructs attached to what you just said. Let it go.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter.
Let it go.
The house is not what's important.
And when we were cleaning out after mom passed, we looked at items and say, are we emotionally attached to this? If we're not, it can go. And we stepped through each of the things we discovered that mom had. And some of the stuff is, yeah, I can remember having it, but it can have a better home here now. And we gave it to someone, things that they'd gone for their 25th anniversary that I know she only used once or twice. So we gave it to a cousin who knows someone who sets up first-time apartments for people who had either their houses burnt down or they're low income. And she takes these things and helps them set up their kitchen. So I knew mom would be pleased that they found a good home. So I think that's
you
what
don't have to live your life worried about what mom thinks.
Yeah, I know.
That's not important either. You got to live your life for what Eileen thinks. Putting you first, that's what's missing in the equation.
Yeah. I think this past week, the fact that I did not go to the family reunion because I thought I was needed here for the July 4th holiday. I don't do things because I think they might need me, or in case they need me, I should make sure my phone's on. I have to answer. And I think this week there was a switch that went off that said, no, Eileen, you don't have to do that.
That is so important. And I hope everybody out there who hears this, who works at a job, hears it and takes it to heart, because that job, it's just a reality. They don't have loyalty to you. The loyalty that you're feeling, the commitment that you're giving, it's not reciprocated. You are just one of many who work there. Just a number.
And it's not even reciprocated by others who work there. It's not even the
No.
leadership. It's even those who work in the same department.
That's just the nature of jobs. You
Yeah.
have to get over that and stop overgiving. That's where that
And
whole
I think-
quiet quitting thing came from. People
Yeah,
started to
I-
wake up and say, no.
I don't have, by the time I get home, I'm so exhausted that I truly don't even have that many friends outside of work. And I think I was looking for that friendship in work that I shouldn't be.
No, I mean, sometimes you can have it, but don't rely on it. And you are putting your life on hold for a job
Yep.
that could
Yep.
care less about you.
Yes.
Truly.
Yep. And I'm not going to let it happen anymore. I know they'll be
Awesome.
sliding back. It's going to happen, but at least I'm now more conscious of it.
Yeah,
And I
of
can
course.
start.
But be
making-
kind to yourself. You're learning
Yeah.
something new. You're blazing a new trail.
Yeah.
And it's perfect because your birthday's coming up. You flip
Yep.
the page, you start a new chapter, and this one
Yep.
is titled Eileen.
Yep. Yep. Thank you so much. And again, love and positive white light to everyone.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Okay, Melinda, you are up. And after Melinda, we have Danielle, Shannon, and then X Gemstone. And then I'll be coming over to the YouTube side. So Melinda's coming up quickly. Let's see. Looks like we got a few good comments waiting over on the YouTube side. Hey, Melinda, how are you?
Hi, Deborah. I'm well, thank you. My question is, what are some things that are going to be coming in for me now in the 4D? And what are maybe some hurdles that I'll have to be looking towards working through?
Why do you want to know about the hurdles? That's borrowing
Okay, let's look at
trouble.
just, I'm always like trying to prepare, and I think that's probably why.
Yeah, let that go.
Yeah,
Let the
okay.
angels deal with the hurdles.
Okay.
Don't ask them to come in,
Okay.
right?
Mm-hmm.
So what is your real question?
My real question is, what are some things I can look forward to now in the 4D that with all the work that I've been doing? What is going to be some, things that I've gotten now that I've worked through a lot of things?
Okay, so for Melinda, what can she expect from 4D life? More joy, more insight. It's like you stepped across the threshold and your eyes, the scales fell away. You've got more clarity. You see things for what they are. The truth really is there for you to recognize that you couldn't see before because it was masked. A lot of masks in 3D. Masks are falling away in 4D. It's like, let's get real. Let's be who we are. So what else? You're writing the story, Melinda. So what do you want to see? That's what it's about. It's you creating your reality. It's you stepping into your authority. Don't abdicate your authority for anybody. What do you want to create? You are making those choices every day that creates your tomorrow. So if you don't like what tomorrow looks like, then change it today and the next tomorrow will be better.
Okay.
One step at a time. Don't rush. Excuse me. Everything will unfold in divine timing. It's all lined up. Your pre-birth plan is unfolding. So it's a lot of faith and trust. Just keep going. Also, making sure you incorporate a lot of fun and joy. That's the well-rounded soul journey. And you want to be the well-rounded soul.
Okay. And another thing, why is my twitch coming back in my eye? Why is it coming back now?
Okay. So for Melinda, what is this eye twitch about? Is it a physical issue? So it's stress related. Okay.
That's why.
Staring at the screen too much? Yeah. Yeah. Too much work, too much really head down, overwork, staring at the screen. You need more balance. It's too much of one, not enough of another.
Okay.
So just balance. And those stories that you tell yourself about, I must do it now, and therefore I'm going to overwork my body and cause an eye twitch. It's not true. You don't have to. You're putting that on yourself.
On myself.
I do the same thing. I know it
Mhm.
well. And so what I'm learning to do is stop and say, is that really true? That Edgar Casey video, you don't know how long I've been trying to get that thing published. And every day something would come up and it's like, okay, is it true that I have to have it done today? No, it'll get done when it gets done, and it will be great when it gets done. But it doesn't mean it circumvents other things. It's not that big of a priority. You're
Okay.
putting that on yourself, and it's just not true.
Okay.
So do those other things that are more important first, putting you first. Like, would I postpone going for walks because that video had to come out today? Not a good choice for me. And that's
Yeah.
what I'm having to learn right now. So
Mhm.
for a lot of us, that's true. We're having to pick through and reevaluate these stories we've been telling ourselves
Yeah.
and readjust the priorities, because Metatron's really beating the drum right now about self-care in our health.
Yeah.
And there's a reason for that. It's just not frivolous. That's
Mhm.
because of the challenges ahead. Now's the time to really hunker down and work on your self-care and your health so that
Okay.
you will be ready for the next phase.
Okay. Yeah, because I'm going back into the new school year, and I'm already feeling like a heaviness, thinking about combative energies that I had to deal with last year. And I tried to keep myself away from that, but then they came to me when I'm just trying to be over here. So is there any way that I can best optimally deal with combative energies at work?
Yeah,
If they
don't
happen.
engage with them. Don't even think about them, because that brings the energy in.
Mhm.
When you feel like you're entering a situation like that, or even before, if you think it might be there, call in the angels to be with you. Like I
Okay.
called the angels to be with me on my walk, just in case.
Mhm.
Have fun, call them in, see what they look like, engage with them, let them stand out in front of you and
Okay.
block that combative energy so that it doesn't even enter your energy field.
Mhm.
That's what they can do for you.
Okay.
And then
That's
don't
great.
engage with it.
Oh my gosh, I tried last year not to. And then they wanted to find out, okay, why are you over here and not engaging with me? Why are you over here and avoiding me? And it's one of those things where I'm have to be overseeing this section. And so it's a requirement for my job. So I have no choice,
You
but
don't
the
want to get
angels.
defensive. Let the
Okay.
angels get in there. And
Okay.
every time they throw a blow at you, you want
Mhm.
to practice like the martial arts where you step sideways, let it
Okay.
deflect and not even hit you. If you're
Okay.
not engaged, they're not going to contact. You're just
Okay.
going to step aside and not take it. And throw the question right back at them. Why are you asking? Why is this important? Do
Mhm.
that. And that will stop them in their tracks. It will divert them. And then you don't have to get into being defensive.
Okay.
If you go into defensiveness, they win.
Yeah.
So don't fight
Okay.
with them. You sidestep, you
Mhm.
deflect with the why questions.
Okay.
That will help a lot.
That's very helpful. Thank you very much.
You're welcome. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Okay, Danielle, come on in. So after Danielle, we have Shannon and X Gemstone. I see your name. You're unmuted. I just don't see your face. So how you guys doing on the YouTube side? I will be over there shortly. Let's see, I saw something. Oh, Shannon, you said you're in the Zoom waiting room and listening. Awesome. There she is. I don't hear you. Yeah, it says you're connecting to audio now. There you go.
Oh, yes. Okay.
Perfect.
Sorry, I'm out and about. Okay.
That's
Okay.
okay.
Okay, so I wanted to ask about my L5. So my lower back. I've been going to Cairo for like ever, and I've had x-rays And they say, like, you know, I have discs of an 18-year-old, but my L5, my lumbar 5, I just cannot keep it. Like, I don't know, it just always causes me problems. And so I just wanted to know, it's got to be something energetic. So if you want to help me figure that one out.
Okay, well, let's ask. So what is this L5 thing about with Danielle? Is it a 3D issue? No, it's a spiritual issue. Is it a past life issue? It's a past life issue. So can you tell us what happened? What's that about? I'm seeing you on your hands and knees. You're wearing this gray, big, voluminous kind of dress, and you're a washerwoman. You're scrubbing the floors. Very poor. And that's how you supported your children. You were barely eking out an existence. So all of that being on your hands and knees was a tremendous strain on your back. And now I'm seeing you pregnant. So there you are on your hands and knees, scrubbing the floor, and your big belly pulling you down against the lumbar, right? So what happened after that? You lost that baby. Yeah, that was devastating. The loss of that baby, the emotion, the memory, all of that energy. You're saying that's what's connected to the L5? Yeah, that's what I was feeling. So what can she do to let that go? I mean, why does she need that in this life? They're saying it's just a remnant. So is there something to be resolved karmically with that baby? Is that it? Okay. And is that baby presently incarnated? No. Is it wanting to be? Oh. It's wanting to be born to Danielle. Oh, wow. This is not a turn I expected.
I knew that I actually went and thought I cleared that contract, because I always knew there was a child that wanted to come through. Like, it was really easy for me to get pregnant, but that child never came through. And I thought I cleared that contract, but it obviously wasn't cleared.
There's something going on. So yeah, let's ask more about that. So this baby that's wanting to be born, Danielle is choosing not to do that. So can they renegotiate and meet in another lifetime? Yes. Okay. Oh, okay. So when you cleared the contract, did you make it clear that you could fulfill it in a different lifetime, or did you just say, no, go away?
I actually did it through another light worker. So okay. I think that it was never, it was more like, can you do this for me? And then they're like, okay, it's cleared. But maybe it was obviously something that I needed to physically state. Right?
Yeah, I think it's stating the intention that we can do this in another lifetime.
Okay.
Please leave me in peace in this one.
Okay.
Does that help?
Yeah. It's a very familiar. So then that will help go away.
Well, let's ask. So once Danielle releases this karmic connection, will that heal the lumbar? Yeah, they're saying it'll probably kind of dissipate slowly over time.
That's okay.
It's not going to be just wiped clear, but yeah, because it's almost like that baby's there plucking the strings, pulling on it, trying to get the message across to you, and you don't need that. So once they understand that, okay, we will connect in another life because there's karma to be resolved.
Okay, so there isn't a need, or there isn't like that child, that soul, they don't need to be born into this timeline. No. Okay.
No,
like they're not, there's no plan
sovereign
for them. Yes.
Well, they would like to, but you're sovereign. Okay. You could say, no, not this lifetime.
Okay.
But you know, a contract involves two parties usually, and you're one of the parties to the contract, so you can renegotiate. You can say, I know I agreed I would have you in this lifetime, but things have changed. That's not going to work for me, so let's do it in a future lifetime.
Okay.
I'm not saying never, I'm saying not now.
Okay. Yeah, I just want to make sure that there's not like, I don't even want to go there. I'm like, I want to be like, well, is there an importance for this? But I'm like, no, I'm too old to have another kid. Like, there's no way. I already have one, you know?
And you get to choose.
Yeah. Okay, cool.
Yeah,
that's really helpful. Yeah, because I knew it wasn't a physical thing. So that's great. Okay, I can definitely create a little space and have that conversation.
Awesome.
Okay. Thank
Yeah.
you so much.
Yeah, let me
You're
know how it
amazing.
goes.
Okay, will do. Thank you.
Okay, bye.
Bye.
Shannon, you are up. And then after Shannon, we have X Gemstone.
Hi. Hi, Deborah.
Hi there, welcome.
I'm so glad to be here. Thank you very much.
You're welcome. So what is your question?
I'm going through a huge transition. There's a lot going on in my life, and I'm just sold my house. I'm moving and starting back at work again after a long time being off with a hip replacement. Anyway, I have a ticket to India next month, and yesterday my son, he really seriously asked me not to go. And so I'm in a position now where I'm like, oh, okay, I won't go. But then I'm feeling really, I'm not sure what to do. I'm not sure what the best thing is. So I'm just wondering if there's some guidance for me on that.
I will ask. Absolutely. That's a great question to take to the guides. So for Shannon, this trip to India, is it important for her soul to go to India? Yes, it is. Is it important for her soul to go next month on the trip that she has planned? Yes. So what about the son asking her not to go? He can ask, but you can say, sorry, this is important for me and I need to go. And then you are role modeling for him, putting your needs first, taking care of yourself, which is important, not subjugating yourself to other people. Did he say why he doesn't want you to go?
Well, he's said because of finances, because I sold our house and I'm trying to sort of increase the money over a year to buy another one next year. And so that's what he's told me. But I also kind of felt that he's worried about me and my safety. And it's not the first time I've been to India. It's not like this is a big unknown trip. I've been lots of times before. I was there earlier this year. So, but I felt like he really, it was serious for him. And that's why I'm really giving a serious pause to it. So I think that's maybe why, sort of, maybe he's more worried about my safety. I don't know,
Well, if you can tell him that this is something that is important for your soul journey and you will be fine, he's going to need to manage whatever feelings he's got about that. You can't do that for him. He's got to do that. But if it's just that he's worried, if you let him know that you have gotten guidance, that this is for your soul, maybe that will help. I don't know if he's open to that.
Yeah, I mean, I'm going to chat with him again about it. I just, there's also, I have some underlying, I'm unsure too. I've got, it's a very interesting situation in India. So I mean, I'm happy to hear that my soul needs to go there. That's very helpful for me, because sometimes I kind of go back and forth, like, is this the best thing for me? Am I doing the best thing? And you mentioned about self-care and taking care of myself. That's where I wonder if this is the best thing for me, but it sounds like it is.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's in alignment with your soul journey. So it's
Yeah.
always the best.
I told my son yesterday, I said, you're changing my timeline. The one that I thought I had, but
Yeah.
I'm
Well,
also
for the children, sometimes you can do that. You can accommodate them, but not always. And that's an important distinction, to know when it's something that you can compromise on versus, no, this is something I need to do for my self-care, for my soul, and it's not negotiable.
And so the guides are pretty clear that this is for my soul.
I'll ask again. So for Shannon, it's the optimal choice to go to India next month. And what if she postpones it? Would that be in her highest and best interest to postpone? No. No, there's something about this trip that you need to go.
Okay.
And remember, we are now in 4D energy. We weren't at the beginning of the year.
Mhm.
That's probably all woven into it.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Thank you for helping me make it
Yeah.
clear.
You're welcome.
Appreciate it. Thanks so much.
Okay, bye.
Bye.
Gemstone, come on in. All right, you guys, this is the last person that's on Zoom. Hi there. I don't hear you.
Hello.
Hi.
Am I on properly now?
Yes, I see you. What's your question?
Guidance. I feel lost and scared as I'm trying to heal. I keep being pulled back to my previous self, my limiting beliefs, my doubts, and trying to be perfect.
Okay. So for Gemstone, what can you share with her about stepping out of the fear and the doubt, the limiting beliefs? It's more love and acceptance of yourself, less judgment, because you're already perfect. When you realize how perfect you are in the eyes of your creator, who says you are a masterpiece, by the way, you're just in the raw form, and you, by living your life, are finessing it. You are creating the rest of the masterpiece, whatever that means to you. That's the co-creation that we all go through with creator. So if God says to you, you're already perfect, what is there for you to judge? Then it's just a matter of looking forward. What delights me? What do I want to do? What does my soul want to do? And then pursuing that, knowing that the angels will be there to help you with any issues that come up, any challenges. So there's nothing to be afraid of. You're not alone. You never were. They are right there by your side. They will lift you up over anything that you can't take care of yourself. They will be there providing the energetic support, holding you up when you feel weak and your knees are buckling. It's all there for you. You just need to avail yourself of it. So it's a process you go through of releasing the fear and doubt, leaning into the love, leaning into the trust. And you do that by showing yourself, witnessing how they've already stood up and been there for you in your life. And then you contrast that. So when you have the evidence, and I recommend a journal, write it down when they do something for you so that you can look back and see, oh, I was struggling, they helped me. I was struggling, they helped me. When you can see that they always show up, because they always do, it gets easier to trust. But it's a journey.
Would you say that's the healing modality that I should be looking into, is the journaling, or is there anything else coming up?
The healing modality for yourself?
Yes.
Okay. So for Shannon's, I'm sorry, X Gemstone, for Gemstone's healing, is journaling a part of that healing? Yeah. You got to get it out. It's purging. There's stuff to be purged. So you can write all the bad stuff out. When you do that, feel as if it's literally coming out of you, being placed on the paper, and it's no longer part of who you are. It's who you were. That's the old story. That's the past. Over, you can't change it. All you can do is learn from it and move on.
I've also been sensing that I'm rejecting and closing down when other people try to connect to me. I also feel like I'm doing that sometimes when my guides are trying to connect to me. How can I overcome that?
Okay. So how can she overcome this reflex of shutting down when people reach out to her? It's more love. It's allowing that divine creator love to fill you up to overflowing so that you don't flinch when something comes in, because you've got this healthy boundary around you. It's like a big cushion of love surrounding you. Nothing penetrates that. Love is the most powerful force in the multiverse. So you are safe, you're loved, you're protected. So when those other things come in, you're going to feel them on the outer layer of that energy love bubble. So they won't be intense. It's like a little taste. How do you feel about it? Do you like it? Do you want more? If you do, then you can invite more in. If you don't, no problem. It won't bother you. It's on the outer layer of who you are.
My other question would be, are there ancestors that I should be in contact or need to hear from? Because I feel very disconnected from my ancestors.
So are there ancestors who are waiting to be connected? Not necessarily, no. No, it's more your angels. Because remember, the ancestors are from your physical body, not from your soul. So you can connect with them if you want energetically. You can entangle yourself with them. Why would you want to? If you're not already. I mean, some people come and they already feel that entanglement and then they deal with it. But if you're not already entangled with them, why would you invite that?
No, that's fair. Because the second piece of that, is there anything from my past lives that I need to know of or deal with?
Well, yeah, there's tons. We all do. But you get it in bite-sized pieces when you're ready for it. Okay. So is there anything from the past life that Gemstone needs to know about now in her journey? You're good right now. You don't want to go borrowing trouble. When you are ready to deal with something from a past life, it will start coming up for you. The breadcrumbs will be there. Something will just keep coming into your awareness, into your face, so that you can't ignore it. When you see something like that over and over again, pay attention, notice it, ask your angels for help in what you're supposed to do about it. And also listen to your own intuition. Because part of this, you're getting part of the angel, but you're not so much listening to your own intuition because you don't have that confidence in yourself yet.
Is there a way that I can better listen to my intuition that they have to suggest to me?
Yeah, so connecting more with the intuition for Gemstone. What can you share with her about that? Yeah, the journaling helps with that too, because when you get an intuitive hit, you write it down. And then again, over time, you're going to see how many times you were right. You're probably going to be right more than you were wrong. So when you do that, it builds your confidence and then you can start believing. But it's baby steps. Don't rush. Don't go running into it. One step at a time with your angels by your side. And you've got all the time in the world. There's no rush.
I have a sudden hip and muscle ailment. Is there anything that can be shared with me about that?
Okay, the hip and muscle issue. Is that 3D? Yeah, it's a 3D issue. So if you're not already dealing with it on the 3Ds, are you talking allopathic or energy work? They're saying allopathic. So I don't know if you've had it checked.
I have an appointment for it. Okay.
Awesome.
That makes me feel better because I was worried that it was energetic. My other question would be, I'm trying to transition into sound healing. Is there a time frame that the universe can offer me? Or
okay. So for Gemstone, is sound healing an optimal choice for a career? Yes. And can you give her a time frame for when that would be optimal to pursue? Now.
So I keep putting it off.
I guess that's why they emphasize it. Yeah. So now.
How would I deal with that? Also dealing with the fact, because I'm trying to transition into van life. So there's a lot going on there.
One step at a time. Don't rush.
Okay. And then I just have this sudden urge to ask, what am I? Is that an answer that I can get?
What are you? You are a perfect, beautiful soul, a masterpiece of your creator. Excuse me. And you are here to live this expansive, joyful life. So go do that.
Okay. Thank you. I'm very grateful, Deborah, and
You're
positive
welcome.
protons to everyone on here. Thank you so very much.
Bye.
Bye.
Okay, Debbie, hop on in. So Debbie is joining us on Zoom, and there's nobody else here yet. So I will be over to YouTube as soon as Debbie and I have a conversation. So Anna, you're saying you want to know if your angel have any sesames for you? I don't know what that means. I'll ask the question when I finish with Debbie, but I don't know what that means. So just waiting for Debbie's camera and audio to kick in. Sometimes there's a little delay. Okay. While we're waiting for Debbie, let me just ask the question for Anna. So for Anna, angels, do you have any sesames? For Anna, any sesames? How many do you want? They have an abundance. There is no limit. You can have as many as you want, whatever that means to you. Is there anything else you want to tell her about that? Just ask. It's feeling like you don't ask enough, Anna. So connect with them and ask for more. And you'll have sesames coming out your ears by the time they're done with you, because, yeah, this is a limitless universe. You can have whatever you want. So I hope that helps. And you can leave a message down below in the chat to clarify if you want to. Oh, so Debbie, you disappeared. All right, well, I'm going to pop over to the YouTube chat. Oh, Debbie's coming back again. All right. Must be the signal. All right. So while we're waiting for Debbie, let's see. What do we have? Hi, Indigo Susie. Great to have you here. Sending love to everybody. Thank you. And still waiting for Debbie. Oh, there she is. Okay. Hi.
I had to come in. I don't know why, but
Okay.
Anyway, here I am. I should have good audio today because we're in a 5G section. I wrote a question online or on YouTube, and I am trying to figure out what my purpose is now that I retired. So I thought we should ask Metatron.
Okay.
And or our guides.
All right. So for Debbie, Metatron, can you share with her what her purpose is? It's about joy. It's sharing joy, feeling joy. And the joy is coming, and I'm seeing musical notes and a staff, and it's, like curving through your life. And the joy is your song to sing. Does that make sense? The joy is yours.
I don't know.
That's your soul singing and expressing yourself. So can you give us a little more on that? Because that's kind of opaque. And it's not literally singing your song, but that's, the magical adventures that you're having. That is your soul singing. And it's just letting your soul sing now where it's been suppressed for so many years.
Yeah.
Let it go, flow with it. Don't worry about what comes next. Be in the moment, enjoy the moment, allow it to unfold. Because if you were to decide right now what comes next, it might not be the same choice that it would be if you allowed yourself to arrive there in the flow.
Okay. Am I supposed to be writing? Let's ask that too.
No, supposed. It's what brings you joy.
Yeah.
Is writing an optimal choice for Debbie? Absolutely, because it brings you joy. And that's part of your soul singing. See, it's not literally song. It can be words. It can be actions. It's just you being in the flow in your life. And you don't want to be second guessing and getting ahead of yourself, because again, the choices that you would make from this perspective are not the same ones you're going to make when you get a couple steps forward. So don't worry about making them right now. It's being in the flow, trusting that when it's time to make a choice, you'll have all the information you need to make the best choice.
Okay.
No worrying about, I've got to make the choice now or I won't be ready. That's just not true.
And last year when we were selling Dan's mom's house and giving away everything, that was constantly what I said. Let's give joy to everybody. Let's give joy. And we'd watch somebody walk away with something, and it brought them so much joy. And yes, that is something that I do say a lot. It's like, did that bring joy? Did that bring joy? and I have always told my students, the reason I'm asking these questions is, as you well know, I've been pondering going back to work part-time, and what was my purpose when I was teaching was to help kids be the best that they could be. And so I was curious if I'm supposed to do that or not. And if my current purpose is switching. Does that make sense?
Yes. So here's the thing. The joy that your soul is singing is first for you.
Mm-hmm.
Are you getting the full measure of that joy? Because I don't think you are.
Some days, yes. Some days not.
Until you do that, don't worry about the outward stuff.
Yeah.
Take care of the inward stuff first. And then, and it goes right back to the first message. When you do that, when you first give the joy to yourself and you allow it to bloom like the beautiful rose, then you'll decide what the next way you express joy is. Maybe it's teaching, maybe it's not. I don't think it is, but you have to ultimately decide that. So would it be an optimal choice for Debbie to step into part-time teaching? Oh, no.
Okay.
No. Painful. I felt
that would probably explain all the nightmares I was having after that thought was approached to me.
It was like I just got stabbed in the solar plexus.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Not good for you.
I will just keep finding joy in every day and writing about it and see where that goes.
That's perfect for right now. And when it's ready to shift, you'll know.
Mm-hmm. And we'll ask the next question next time.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm so glad that this worked out perfectly for me to be where I could actually have video and audio that didn't break up. So you are the best and I treasure you. So with gratitude, thank you.
You are so welcome. Glad to be here.
All right.
Bye.
Bye.
Okay, I think that was it. And we're going to go back over to YouTube now. So where are we? Boudica, you're writing your second book. Are you on the right track with your work in progress? So for Boudica, is this a she? Okay, I'm getting that you're a she. Hope that's true. Is Boudica on the right track with the book, the work? Oh yeah, keep going. And there's going to be things that come up where you second guess yourself and you're not sure and you question. Keep going because this is a project that your soul wants to complete. So just keep working towards that. Don't let anything pull you off of that path. It's important what you're doing. You want to follow through. So I hope that helps. Indigo Susie, do your guides have a message for you going forward? Love and gratitude. Okay, so for Indigo Susie, would you like to share? Interesting. Something about your third eye, Indigo Susie. So are you saying that her third eye is open? No, it is opening. Yes, it is opening. So if you've been noticing some weird stuff going on, it's like you see something, but you don't see it with your physical eyes. That is your third eye starting to open. So that's part of the new 4D reality for you that you're stepping into. So just know that's a natural part of your soul's evolution. It's divine timing. It's all perfect. Just go with it and enjoy it. So let me know if that makes sense. And Susanna, I think we answered your question. Michaela, did your grandpa on your dad's side pass away? So for Michaela, Grandpa William, did Grandpa William cross over? I get a no on that. So you're saying Grandpa William is still living. He's still on the third dimensional, fourth dimensional plane with us. Yeah, I keep getting yeses. He's still here. You had a dream recently and you felt his presence. And you remember in the dream telling 2 of your family members to let him go. So is Grandpa William on the precipice of crossing over? Yeah, he's close. So is he conscious? He is conscious. So perhaps in his dream, is that what you're saying? Okay. In his dream, he reached out to you. It's almost like preparing you that the time is approaching, but he's still here. So I hope that makes sense and is helpful. Chona, you want to know the message that your guides have for you about your current job or company change. Okay, so for Chona, a message about the job or company change. What do you want to share with Chona about the job? Or is it Shona? Maybe it's Shona. Yeah, it feels like it's Shona. Okay, sorry about that. So for Shona, the job, the company, what do you want to share with her about that? Is it a good job? Yeah, feels like it's good. And is it in her highest and best interest to stay there for the near future? Yes. Are there challenges there that she's needing to be aware of? Not so much. I don't know, Shona. It's feeling like the job is pretty good. Is there an opportunity for advancement in the job? Yes, there is. And is that coming soon? No, it's going to be a while, but you're on the right track. So if that's what you're concerned about, there is upward mobility there for you. And what about changing jobs? Is that something that would be in her best interest to change jobs? No. So for the near future, at least, the job you're in is a good track for you. Just keep going. So let me know if that makes sense. Hey, Patty, you are so welcome. Is there guidance for you relating to business and marketing? Okay, so for Patty, business and marketing guidance, what can you share? This is a kind of a tough time for a lot of businesses. So, if you're struggling a little bit, just know that's normal. Go with the flow. Don't stress about it because stress will magnify the challenges. So you want to be in the flow. So you're always looking for the easiest choice. Sometimes ego gets in the way and ego tells us we got to do things the hard way. And that's just a big old fat lie. No, the angels say, why would you do that? Why wouldn't you do things the easy way? We're giving you that opportunity. So as much as possible, always choose the easiest, best feeling way for all of the things that you have to make decisions about. So anything else about the business and marketing? Yeah, don't stress about the marketing. Yes, you've got to do it. And you need to do it consistently. So it's like, I'm hearing you playing a drum. It's a snare drum, and you're just tap, 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 tap. That's the consistency, like the raindrops of your marketing. You keep doing it. It needs to be a constant presence, but don't stress about it. It just has to be a regular part of your business. I hope that helps. Okay. Starlight, good morning. What would be the optimal thing to focus your energy and attention on now? Okay, so for Starlight, the optimal thing to focus attention and awareness on for Starlight. You. It's all about you. Self-care right now, Starlight, is super important for you. You've got to get your balance, get your equilibrium, create that strong new foundation so that you are ready to move forward in the world. So don't worry about the outside stuff. First, take care of the inside stuff. Your foundation is just needing shoring up right now. That's the important thing. So focus on that. It can be meditation. It can be walks in nature, whatever kind of self-care that you feel inclined to engage in, but you're needing some of that right now to shore your foundation up. So hopefully that helps. Tammy, hey, thank you for bringing the pendulum question. Okay, so before we get into what your guides want to tell you, Tammy wrote to say, when I use my pendulum to ask questions for myself, it's not consistent. I can't trust the answers. And Tammy, that is very normal, happens to everybody, because you are emotionally involved in the questions and answers for yourself. It's really hard to be objective. And to get correct answers with the pendulum, you don't want to have an emotional charge. You want to be totally objective. You can get there mostly with practice. With some things, you'll never be 100%. So when it's something that's important and you need an answer, find a dowsing buddy. Ask them to douse it for you. And then, of course, you'll reciprocate. So for things that are just too close, you can't get clarity, ask a friend. So instead of dial a friend, it's like, pull up a pendulum friend and have them help you get over that hump. Also, if you're not already, you might want to keep a journal about your results when you douse, because if you've got a journal showing all the times you were right, it's going to give you more confidence. That confidence leads to being more accurate. When you trust the answers that you get, your accuracy will go up. And just know this is a process. It takes time. Confidence building is going to take as long as it takes. So don't stress about it. Have fun with it. Do fun questions as well. Don't always ask serious questions with your pendulum. So be playful with it and ask all kinds of things. It's like, it's your tool. You want to have a relationship with it. You want to be playful with it. And don't stare at it when you douse, because if you stare at it, you affect the results as well. That energy comes into it and it blocks it. So you just kind of see it out of your peripheral vision and you feel it moving. So those are just a few things. Hopefully that's helpful. So now for Tammy, what guidance do you have for her today? Yeah, go with the flow, Tammy. No stress. You're on the right track, darling. Just keep going. Stop second guessing yourself. You're doing far better than you think you are. So more appreciation for you and what you've already brought to the table, as well as excited anticipation for what's to come. So yeah, love and acceptance for self. That's huge right now. And that will help you get moving in the right direction. Janice, guide support about your grandchildren as they become young adults. They seem to move toward negative worldly concerns and have lost their positivity. You're missing the past. Oh, I'm sorry. So for Janice, her grandchildren who are moving into what she thinks are negative choices, what guidance do you have for her? Just love them, Janice. You can't control them. You can't even change their mind about something that they're committed to. All you can do is be a strong foundation of love, solid rock that they know is always there to turn to. They have to learn. They've got to make their own mistakes and figure things out for themselves. But knowing that you are there to help them pick up the pieces when they fall, that is everything. So be that rock for them, be that love, and keep loving them through the mistakes. Try not to go into criticism. Just be that loving support. If they ask for your wisdom, share it, but be judicious about it, because you don't want to drive them away by offering unsolicited support, if that makes sense. So yeah, it's more being the foundation, the rock, always being there. And you can also role model for them. They're watching you. They see what you do, the choices that you make, and that does impact them, even though it might not be obvious. So you're doing a whole heck of a lot without even realizing what you're doing. Keep doing that. That's perfect. So I'm just scrolling through some of the stuff we've already covered. Diane, is there anything your guides want to tell you about your life's path? Are you going in the right direction? So for Diane, is she going in the right direction? Yes. So anything you want to share with her about her life path? Diane. Diane's life path. It's whatever you want it to be, Diane. Again, the second guessing comes up. It's what feels good for you. What do you, in your deepest secret place in your heart, want to do with yourself? Do that. Don't wait. Start doing that right away, because that opens doors for you. It also opens your heart. It's like you've got some things that have been stored away really tightly, safely in that dark chamber, and that's suppressing your light that you want to shine on the world. So start taking those baby steps out, a little more trust, a little more showing that light from your heart chakra, sharing that love with the world. That will help you. And then I see the doors start to open. There's lots of little tiny doors layered on top of tiny doors They're all opening up for you. That's your possibility if you will allow it. But you've got to step out of the fear and the doubt to allow that love light to shine from you to the world, because that's what your soul wants to do right now. This is the time that you came to do that. So as much as possible, one baby step at a time, step forward into letting that love and that light flow from you in whatever way feels good to you. That's the trick. Jan, your husband died over 16 years ago. I'm sorry. Do you have a chance at meaningful, loving relationship with this new man? Okay, so for Jan, the new man in her life, is he an optimal choice for a long-term loving relationship? Yes, absolutely. Take it one step at a time, though. Don't rush it. Enjoy it. They're showing me you, Jan, on a ride at a fair or a carnival. One of those rides where you swing around and, you know, the wind blows your hair. You're just smiling. You're having a good time. You're not worried about any outside influences. You're just enjoying the ride. That's what your relationship needs to be now. Just enjoy the ride. Don't put lots of expectations on it or, you know, projecting upon where the future might be going. Just stay in that flow, that love. Allow it to unfold, to blossom like this beautiful new flower of your new life, and it will all be perfect. So keep us posted on how that goes. Richard, you are next. For Richard, what would you like to share with him today? Richard. Light and blessings be upon you, my son. Oh, this is a male speaking to you. Are you one of his guides? Yeah. And this guide looks like Moses, Richard. I don't know if Moses is a meaningful figure for you, but it looks like Moses. Is it Moses? Yeah, so guidance from Moses on being steady, strong, stable, the leader that the people can rely on. And also he's saying, remember, in the beginning, I had my doubts. I did not want to take on this responsibility that Creator was asking of me. I didn't think I was up for it. Lots of self-doubt crept in there. And it took some conversations with Creator for Moses to get over that and to stand up and say, okay, I accept. I will do this task that you have set before me. So are you saying that Richard has a task that he's not yet engaged in? Yeah. Part of your journey that you haven't started yet, Richard, because you've had self-doubt, you've had fear. So whatever that is, let it go, because you're not doing it alone. You're doing it with your angels, and you've got Moses backing you up. So you can't fail. It's time. Step out there boldly, confidently, knowing that you've got all that backup. You are ready. You've prepared for this. And now is the time. And so I see you leading the people. There are people out there, Richard, who don't have your sensibility and your understanding of the connection to spirit. They're needing it. So you're not saying he's like a minister, are you? No. So it's not like being a minister, but it's like being almost like a father figure, but a leader more than a father to these people who are cowering in fear and they don't know which way to go. Because you stand up there in your strength and your confidence, they see that and they realize that, oh, we can trust him. He's bringing us the truth. And by doing that, you are helping them to stand up, to stand in their own power and to move forward on their journey. So I don't know exactly what that looks like for you, Richard. You get to create that, but that's the overriding story of your life right now. Very exciting. So keep us posted on how that goes. Amanda, a message from your guide. So for Amanda, would you like to share with Amanda today? I'm hearing this really weird song. I can't remember the title. Something, pick a bale of cotton, pick a bale a day. I don't know if you can Google that and figure out what the song is, but what is that about? It's consistency, Amanda. You just one day after the next, you put one foot in front of the other and keep moving forward. Don't let anything pull you off of your journey. You know in your gut what you're here to do. So let go of the fear, hold on to your angels, and just keep metaphorically picking that bale of cotton every day. And you will move closer and closer until one day it all opens up and you can actually see the greater picture of what you've been moving towards. It would scare you if you saw it right now. So they're not showing you the whole thing. They're just showing you the next step. So just keep going in faith and trust that you are on your soul's path. You are in alignment and you are doing what you came here to do. And that's a beautiful thing. Randy, you just wanted to ask a message for your angels and guides going forward for the next few months. Okay. So Randy, for the next few months, what can you share with him about the next few months? Live it, baby. Get out there and live your life large. No holding back, no playing small. Just like the temperatures in some parts of the world are rising through the stratosphere, so too can you move beyond old limitations into your new way of being, expressing yourself at higher levels than you ever had before. Wow, are we getting a theme here or what? This 4D stuff, I tell you, it's just stretching all of us. So everybody get ready to stretch, be flexible. So anything else for Richard? Yeah, just go with it, flow with it, have a ball with it. And that's important to remember the fun. Never forget the fun. Yeah. So while you're going forward on that journey, if you want to skip, if you want to sing, if you want to play instruments and hop around, do all of that, but just keep moving forward at the same time. So I hope that makes sense for you, Richard. Oh, sorry, Randy. I'm sorry, Randy, that was your message. So go have fun, skip, jump, have a good time, sing, put it all out there for the world to enjoy, for you to enjoy, and for the world to enjoy. And that's how you bake a beautiful cake. That's what they just said. I don't know what that means, but I hope it helps for you. Dana, Andy has a question. What do his spirits say about the house he's renovating? Is it worth all the hard work? So for Dana's friend Andy, the house he's renovating, is this an optimal project for him? Yes. Is it worth all the hard work? Yes, but you don't have to do it all by yourself. Ask for help. You know, you've helped a lot of people through the years, so don't hesitate to ask for some help for yourself. And you know what? You bless people when you give them the opportunity to step in and help you. It makes them feel good. It makes them feel a part of things. So don't hesitate to do that. And what else was that? Yeah. So keep renovating the house. Yes. Okay. Yes. And ask for help. Those are the two big messages there for Andy. Hey, old guy, great to see you. Is there any chance that your mother-in-law will leave her house of 55 years and come over the mountain to live with or near you? All right, so for old guy, mother-in-law, is it an optimal choice for her to leave her home to move in with old guy? Yeah, it is an optimal choice. Is it likely that she will make that choice? She's not so sure about that. It's going to take a little more persuasion, I think. So what can they do to help her feel confident? Throw her a big party, they're saying. At your place. Throw a big party at your place. Show her the atmosphere. Let her get a dip her toe in it. Get a taste of it. Start to feel comfortable. Oh, okay. So they're saying invite her over for a visit. Not like, Mom, you got to come here and move in forever. Break it up into bite-sized pieces that she can deal with. So get her to come over for a short visit. And then maybe you get her to come for a little bit longer visit until she feels comfortable there. And she's finally ready to say, yeah, you know, this is crazy. I'd rather be there full time. But do it in the time it takes. Don't rush her. That will bring you the most successful outcome. Because if you try and rush and push her, then she's going to be resentful and it's not going to be a harmonious relationship like it could be if you allow her to come around to your way of thinking in her own time. So I hope that helps. Hey, Marianne, great to see you. Hi, Rob. Hi, Flora. Joanne. Oh, thank you. You like the background. Thank you. Any special messages for the next couple of weeks for Joanne? So what do you want to share with Joanne for the next couple weeks? I'm hearing that popcorn song, Joanne. Bum, 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 bum. You probably know that song. So why popcorn for Joanne? You mean literally popcorn? Literally popcorn? Okay, you got to enlighten me. I don't know what that means. Joanne and popcorn, what's that about? It's exuberance. It's exuberance. So it's also metaphorical. So like get out all these opportunities in the summertime to get out, go to the street fairs, the carnivals, and enjoy things like the popcorn. So it's also symbolic of getting out and enjoying that energy. There's something about you shifting into that upbeat pop, pop, pop energy. And what's that about also, Joanne? That's about, you don't have to be on up here all the time. It's up and down. So instead of pushing yourself to always be here, allow yourself the lulls where you go down and you relax, you rejuvenate. So that's interesting. What else for Joanne? So if she does that up and down and the relaxing, the life will unfold easier and better. Yeah. That's your flow, Joanne. It wouldn't necessarily be the flow for everybody, but for you, your flow is different. So allow it to have the ebbs and the flows. And it will be just perfect for you. And no worries. Enjoy the ride up as much as you enjoy the ride down. And in that way, that's your steady stream running through the whole thing, because even though you're going up and down, there's that line that runs through the center of it that is you. You're always centered and you're grounded as you're going up and down. Wow, that's deeper. Okay, anything else about that? Yeah, that's the ticket, maintaining your centered, grounded serenity while you're navigating the ups and downs. So that's a lot, Joanne. I hope it makes sense and it helps you. Let me know. Ishika. Ishika? Okay. Do you see me and Ishan dating going ahead? Any advice on this connection? So for Ishika, is the relationship with Ishan an optimal relationship? So it's highly likely that it will continue for some period of time. Yeah. Okay. Is this a optimal long-term relationship? Oh, good. Okay. So you're moving in the right direction. Don't rush it. Just stay in the flow. Enjoy being present in the moment. Because once these days are gone, you never get them back. The sweetness of each stage of the relationship, you want to savor that. Really make it last and enjoy it. So just one step at a time, one day at a time, on your journey together, enjoying it, not second guessing, not worrying, just being in that joy. That will take you carrying you through in the most optimal way. Yeah. So hope that makes sense. Good morning, Linda. The discomfort in your right shoulder and your arm, is that tension, previous injury, or pinched nerve? So for Linda, this discomfort in the shoulder and the arm, it's a third dimensional issue. Okay, it is. And is that a pinched nerve? Not a pinched nerve. Is it connected to a previous injury? Yeah, there's some weakness, and it's like I see this like poof of redness and orange flame. So it's like something aggravated it and it flared up. So are you saying that once she deals with the inflammation, it'll go away? Yeah, it's a temporary thing. And what else did you say about it? So is tension contributing to it? Yeah, tension contributes to it. So as much as possible, relax it. So energy work, would that be helpful for her? Energy work and anti-inflammatory remedies of some sort would be also good? Yeah, do all that. Throw the kitchen sink at it, Linda, is what they're saying, so that you don't have to have the discomfort any longer than necessary. And meanwhile, just be patient with yourself. Oh, they're saying send love to it. Talk to it. Send love to your arm and your shoulder about how much you appreciate them, how strong they are, how grateful. Have that conversation and maybe do that a few minutes every day to reinforce, because when you're doing that, you're sending healing love to that area over and above anything else that you're doing. And that would be a wise choice. So that's interesting. Let us know how that goes. Okay. Give me a moment. I'm just scrolling down through. Kelly, you're saying Rachel's jaw pain, go to the dentist and get a night guard. That's a great idea. Yeah, to give it support. Oh, thanks for the thumbs up, Rachel. I appreciate that. Hey, Colleen. Great you could be here. Yeah, Debbie, you're saying you liked Laura's message. Yeah, that was kind of unexpected and beautiful. So I'm excited to see where Laura takes it. Rachel, you liked the opening prayer. I'm so glad. I need to remember to do that more often. So maybe you guys can remind me if I forget, because it's so easy with all of your smiling faces here waiting to dive in to just do that and forget. But it really is important that we set the stage energetically as we move forward. Okay, hang on with me because I'm just going through a lot of conversation here to get to the questions. Hey, Susan, great to see you. It's been a really long time. So happy you're here, and thank you for the kind words. Kai, anything you can do for hair loss? Okay, so for Kai, what can she do for hair loss? Stop worrying. That's coming up immediately, Kai. So you must be in a period of your life where you're going through a lot of stress, whether it's inward, outward, or both. So more relaxation. Meditation would be good if you can do that. There are a bunch of guided meditations on my YouTube channel. There's a playlist called meditation. You can do that. There are some on my website, akashaunleashed.com, under meditations. Those are good places to start. Also, just getting out in nature, breathing that fresh air, allowing yourself to decompress and doing some grounding. I mean, literally take your shoes off and put your feet on the ground if you can. That would be really good for you. So it's getting more balanced, getting more grounded. Is there anything nutritionally that she can do? Sure, there's nutritional things that you can do. Vitamin E. Yeah, vitamin E would be good. Biotin. Yeah, biotin's the thing a lot of people use. They seem to have good results with that. What about protein? Is she getting enough protein? Okay, you're not getting enough protein, Kai. Get more protein. That's important. Lack of protein means that your hair can't build strong at the follicle. And so then it gets weak and it falls out. So anything else for Kai? Love yourself, baby. With hair, without hair, you are still perfect, beautiful, resplendent, magnificent, and brilliant. That's always true. So more love for you because your body will feel that. You could also send love to your head, to your hair, to your hair follicles, to whatever you feel inclined to send love to. Send that love and appreciation. Give yourself a big hug. Let more love permeate your body from you and from the world. And be grounded. All of that in one big bowl with the protein is what you need. So I hope that helps, Kai. Hang on, I need my fan. Okay. Oh, it just jumped. Here we are. Maggie, I'm still here. No worries. I hope you put your question in somewhere down below. We should stop taking questions, though, in the next 5 minutes or so, because I'm not going to get through them all otherwise. Amy, will you find the right house soon so your mom can move close to you? Any idea what it looks like so we know it's the right one? You'll feel it, Amy. Feel more than look. That's more important. So for Amy, can you give her a timeline for when she's going to find her right house? Is it in the next 3 months? Yes. Okay, the next 2 months? No. 2.5? Okay, so like 2.5 to 3 months is when it's showing up. Can you give us any clue what it looks like, the optimal house for her? They're saying there is more than one, Amy, to give you flexibility. But any other clues you can give us about the house? Yeah, when you walk in the door, stop at the threshold, take a couple of deep breaths, look around and feel the energy. See if the house feels welcoming to you. You can even talk to the house. Ask your angels to help you if you have trouble doing that by yourself. But speak to the house. Ask it if it would like to be your house, if it would agree to shelter and protect your family from the elements. That would be a really cool thing to do. And Sage, yeah, if you can be there, a little sage, just to kind of, the sage feels like a bridge between you and the house. It's really weird, I know, because usually the sage would be used in a different time and place, but for some reason they're bringing it up now. So it's like, if you go in and you feel like this is the right house, then it's like you're offering, not a peace offering, but something like that to the house to say, this is a gift I'm giving you to help us connect. So it's a bridge to you connecting with the house. I know that sounds really crazy, but that's what I'm getting. So hopefully that will help you, and let us know how it goes with your house search. Good morning, Janny. C'est la vie. Hey, great to see you. Message from your angel guides on why you're feeling stuck and unguided. Well, they're saying, first of all, that's not true. We are here. We are here. We are reaching out to you. You need to stop. Stop all the busyness, the frenetic energy. Pause, breathe. Open your energy to them, invite them in. Pause and listen, because they are trying every which way to get through to you. But sometimes you get in a place where you feel overwhelmed and it's really hard to hear them. So that's why it's that relaxing, giving them the space to speak to you. And when you do that, sometimes you will hear a message or a phrase or even feel something, and you'll dismiss it thinking it's your ego. But stay with it for a little bit and see where it's going. Find out if it really is ego or if it's your team. Because if they're sharing something with you enlightening, uplifting, that feels good, then it's your team. Go with it. It's getting over that hurdle of doubting what you get because you always think it's ego. And you are ready to let that go. When it's mocking you, when it's scornful, when it's holding you back, that's ego. Because ego wants to keep you safe, doing its job, right? But your guides and your angels, they want to take you soaring on your soul journey. You can tell the difference between those energies. If there's any doubt, lean towards it being your angels and guides and just go with it. See what happens. You'll find out pretty quickly whether it was right or wrong. But you will also find that more often than not, it really was your angels and you had been dismissing it, because they are never silent. They are always talking to you. It's a matter of you making the space, allowing the messages to come in and be received. Janny, does your granddaughter have a recent past life with you? And a message from your guides. Okay, cool question for Janny. Does Janny have a recent past life with her granddaughter? No. Do they have any past lives? No, Janny, this is the first time you're together. All new, sparkly, shiny, open for opportunity. How cool is that? Does she have past lives with her mother? Yeah, she has past lives with her mother. That's probably why you're feeling that resonance. Okay, and any message for Janny? Janny, I don't know what it is about you and singing, but it's coming up again. And so I don't know what that's about, but I'm hearing that song, I'd like to teach the world to sing in perfect harmony. Remember that song? It was a Coke commercial for a while, and I think then it got released as a single. But so are you saying Janny needs to sing, literally sing? Yeah. Singing is joy. Singing is expression. It's another way for your voice to come out, to heal people, to speak your truth, to love the world. So what else? Don't doubt it, Janny, go with it. Because it feels like you're holding back, feeling like, no, that's not me, and I don't feel comfortable doing that. But don't worry about whether you're off tune. I was just off key. You just let it come out in joy and don't worry about the rest. It will be perfect. It's getting it out, because it's like I'm getting now a visual of you as a bird. And what would a bird be if the bird wasn't singing and chirping? You are repressing your voice in some way where it needs to come out. So take your cue from the birds, let it flow freely with no judgment. Birds don't judge whether they're on key or not. They just sing with joy and love. That's all you need to do. More joy and love coming forth from you. And that will serve you and the world. Maybe you and your granddaughter sing together. That would be really beautiful. So let us know how that goes. Victoria, your sweet miniature poodle is not well in more than one way. What can you do to help? Okay, so for Victoria, her miniature poodle, this illness, is it the path to crossing over? Let's just get that out of the way. Is the poodle on the path to crossing over? No. Okay, so you don't have to worry about that. So this illness, is it something that the vets can handle? It's something that they can treat? And is she presently being treated by the vets? No. Okay, so she might need to go in and get a diagnosis. And is it something that would be fairly easy for them to resolve? It's going to take a little time. Is it something that's going to be an ongoing? Okay, so it's feeling like it's an ongoing issue, but it's treatable. So do what you can to treat it. And also don't neglect sending her energy, love and energy, if you feel led to do that, because that would help her also. You could, even if you don't do any energy work, Victoria, put your hands on her or just above her. Ask your angels to channel healing energy from divine through you out your hands into your doggy. It doesn't hurt and it can help. Just trust and believe that the angels will honor and do what you ask, and that she will receive healing from that. It'll also bring the two of you into a different level of relationship. So it's a really beautiful way of bonding with her. And because you are taking positive action, that also opens up more doors of opportunity for your angels to bring solutions in for you and for her. So hopefully that helps. Mena, hey, any message for you? You've been dealing with a lot of doubt and struggle to figure out what you should do next. Or are you on the right track and you just need to be a patient? I'm not quite sure what that means. Doubt and struggle. Oh, just need to be patient. Okay, got it. All right, so for Mena, is she on the right path presently? No, needs to shift. So that's why you're feeling that doubt. You're not on the right path. And when you're not, it's going to feel bumpy, uncomfortable, not in the flow. So look for something that does feel in the flow and do that right away. That will help shift you back towards your path. So what else can she do? Meditation, if you do, meditation would be good, of course. That puts you in the energy to connect and receive messages of enlightenment and guidance. It's all right there for you, Mena. It's feeling like you just need to take a step to the side. You're close, but you're just a little off. And when you make that shift, then you will feel more of the flow. So what else did you say? The doubt and the struggle. Okay. She's doubting and struggling what to do next. So what can she do about that? Release the doubt and struggle. Don't worry about what to do next, because all of those things pull you out of alignment. As much as possible, you want to be in a state of gratitude for who you are, where you are, how far you've come, all the blessings in your life, all of that stuff, because that shifts your energy into the beautiful, aligned, receiving space so that you can receive guidance and enlightenment that will inspire you about the next step. And along the way, also be feeling your way through all these situations. Reach for that thing that feels best and do that. And sometimes you might still have fear and doubt. You say, well, yeah, I think that might be the right path, but I'm not sure. Go do it. Try it out. See how it feels. If it doesn't feel good, you can stop. You can do something else, but you won't know until you try it. So a lot of times it's just getting over that little hump of fear and doubt, taking a chance on you. And now I'm hearing Abba, take a chance on you because you deserve it. So take a chance on you, venture out, take those actions. Action is always going to get you out of the stuck yucky energy. So more positive action moving forward. Don't overthink it. Don't overcomplicate it. Simplify, simplify, simplify. That's the word for you. You're making it too complicated. So there you go. That's what they want you to do. Janny, you like the writing? Oh, thank you. Is that a hint that I'm not doing enough? I know. I'll get the Edgar Casey written version up soon, and I've got a lot more. I've just been, for the last couple of weeks, putting more energy and focus on the YouTube side, doing some experimentations, because Metatron's put it on me to build the audience to get his message out to more people. And I'm just doing whatever I can to see that happen. And the writing is a big part of it. So I do need to find that balance, but it's just sometimes I have to do a kind of a sidestep and focus in another area. But there's more coming, lots more. I've got, oh my gosh, so many stories in draft waiting to be finished, as well as more things coming all the time. So yeah, it's coming. And I'm just going to pause for a second to talk about that, because it's something I was talking with Metatron about recently, that we are in this time of uncertainty. There's so much shifting in the world. The 4D situation is also a part of what we're going through. So a lot of uncertainty and feeling our way, and that's kind of upset a lot of apple carts. So we're in that time where we're trying to re-find our footing, to get into that place of confidence. And at the same time, there are dark forces that are coming in, sowing seeds of fear, doubt, and worry. So as much as possible, ignore them, put them aside. They are a distraction. They are trying to take you off your path. So don't go there. There are also people out there who are claiming to be spiritual teachers, who are throwing seeds of fear and doubt. Spirit's not talking fear and doubt. That doesn't come from spirit. It's all love and light, encouragement. So if you're getting that from somebody who says they're on that spiritual path, take it with a grain of salt. Reevaluate. Does it make me feel good? Does it make me feel confident? Does it lift me up and help me on my path, or is it taking me off? Because there's just so much of that going on right now. They are really upping their efforts to distract us. So it's incumbent upon us to do a little tunnel vision right now, to keep our eye on the prize of being on our soul path, not somebody else's, moving forward in faith, trust, and love. And just know, I mean, you are surrounded by a big love bubble from Metatron. In fact, there is a meditation on the YouTube channel that was a peace or a love bubble from Metatron. So if you can't find that, let me know, and I'll find the link and post it for you. It's some time ago, but that's there for you to wear all the time, so that you can fend off the slings and arrows of the crazy wild world that's trying to invade your peace, your joy, your harmony. So as much as possible every day, take the time to balance yourself, to be in gratitude, to recenter, realign, to ground. Remember who you are as a soul. You are all about sharing love with the world, and love is the most powerful force in the multiverse. Nothing can overcome that love. So when you stay in that love energy, you are safe, you are protected, and you are on your path. So default position, love. Jackie, any advice? You're going through a separation after 23 years of a faithful marriage. All ask for is what he promised, and that was no alcohol. Okay. So for Jackie, what can you share with her to help her get through this separation? Is it in her best interest to sever the relationship? No. Interesting. Is it in her best interest to change the relationship in some way? Yes, change it in some way. So would that be connected as friends but not as partners? Okay, yeah. So because there's love, because there's history, and that's valuable, you don't want to throw all that away. Take the good, throw away the bad. You could still have a cordial, friendly relationship with this person that you could feel good about. But it's protecting yourself, also closing the door on those things that are not good for you. So the drinking is obviously not good for you. You want to be away from that. Getting out there, making new choices, taking new paths for your soul that will lead you away from the things that are not good towards those open doors that are out there of possibility for a new relationship when you're ready, if you're ready, but certainly a new life full of possibilities, being on your soul path, being in that love, doing what brings you joy every day. Always every day, for everybody, not just Jackie, making the choices that feel the best, that bring you the most light, the most love. That's what your soul wants. And when you do that, everything else is easier. You'll have more clarity about the choices. You'll see more of the breadcrumbs that your angels are bringing in for you. Life just gets easier and more joyous, and that's what we all want. So that's being in the flow, allowing the love to come to you, accepting it when it does. Don't second guess or judge it. Also for yourself, love and acceptance for you, that you're magnificent, brilliant, resplendent, beautiful, and perfect, the masterpiece of your creator. Let all of that soak in to every cell in your body until you finally believe it, you accept it, embody it, and live it. Because when you live that, then it's like, bam, this sonic boom of love, light, pinpointing out of all these spaces in your body to the world. You are on fire to share that with the world in the very best way. It's taking all of the blocks away and letting you expand into the very highest and best version of yourself. That's all out there waiting for you when you let go of the fear, the doubt, the worry, and you do the self-care, the self-love, and you move forward in the way that brings joy, and you feel what feeds your soul at the deepest level. That's what we're all striving for. And no, it's not that way every minute of every day. It's not perfect because we're not perfect. We're just moving towards that. But it gets better and better and better. So don't settle for second best. Always take the very best, because there's an abundance. The very best is available to everybody. You're not depriving anybody if you accept the very best. So keep asking and keep accepting. Keep moving forward. Michaela, you are so welcome. Thank you for the blessings. Letty, your first time on Alive. Oh, welcome. So glad to have you here. Are you on the right path? Sometimes you feel you're by yourself in the world. And what can they share if you're doing things right? So for Letty, is she on the right path? Kinda. You're somewhere in the middle, but you're moving in the right direction. So keep going, always reaching for what feels best. So what can you share with Letty to give her more confidence in herself and in her path? All you need is love. Na, 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 na. So for you, from the angels, all you need is love, Letty. If you allow the love to come in, you accept it, you embody it, you will have greater clarity, just like I was saying, right? Just allow that love to come in, to fill you, to guide you on the very best path. More feeling, less thinking, because that's where you get off track. Ego is thinking its way through your life and often takes you in the wrong direction because ego has its own priorities. Soul has a whole different plan. So yeah, we want you to come into alignment with ego, higher self, and soul. And that's what that Pow Wow meditation is all about, that we've been talking about over and over for months. If you haven't done that, you need to do that. And if you don't know what that is, ask me and I will tell you. But it's a link I can share with you for a special meditation. When you come into oneness, then ego is fighting you less. There's more cooperation. You're functioning with a single purpose. And it's the soul purpose, which is the highest and best for you. So all of that is there for you, Letty. It's just one step at a time. Don't rush, but always reach for what feels best. No second best for you. Sandra, also your first time, welcome. You're thinking about starting a business or going back to work. You want to move near the ocean. What can your guides share with you? Okay, so for Sandra, starting a business or going back to work. So for Sandra, the optimal choice, is it a job? Is a job a job? What about starting a business? No, this is not the right time to start a business. A job is good. So Is there a job that she is already aware of that would be an optimal choice for her? Yeah. So whatever that job is you've been thinking about, toying about, go do it already. But always remember, it's a job, and don't give everything to it. Just give what you're obligated to give to it. And then while you're doing that, you work on your soul path. So what about a move near the ocean? Is that an optimal choice for her? Absolutely. So is there a job that would allow her to move near the ocean and still easily commute to work? Yeah, you can have both. So don't fool yourself into thinking you've got to take one or the other. Both are available. And the angels are saying only the very best for you, baby. Always. Don't ask for less than what you really want, thinking you can't have what you really want, because you can. It may look a little different than what you thought it would look like, but they're always going to bring you what you ask for and more, better. So let them know what you really want. Don't hold back. Allow them the space and your request to bring it all together to create that magic in your life, and they will. Yeah, so that's how they're helping you. They want to bring you the magic, but you've got to open the doors, you've got to ask for it, and then you've got to allow it to come in. So all of that's waiting for you. Steph, anything from your guides about your mom's lucidity and presence? Assisted living, and you're not checking, but she's your mom and a narcissist. Yeah, I remember that. We talked about that before. So for Steph, mom's lucidity and presence. Is mom lucid now? No, she is not. Is she in and out of lucidity? Yeah, she is. So would it behoove Steph to visit with her or see her? Oh, no. Keep your distance, Steph. You have developed your protective devices and that space for a reason, because you needed that to protect yourself from the slings and arrows of the narcissist. Don't go back. That's self-torture. Let it go. It does not matter a whit that she's your biological mother. You chose her for a reason, and maybe that reason was for you to learn how to escape the entrapment of a narcissist, for you to grow as a soul, to be more empowered, to make better choices for yourself, to live your own life out from under the shadow and the control of anybody else. So knowing you chose her, what is the lesson you're to take away? Work on that. Don't worry about her. You don't owe her anything. You've satisfied that obligation. She is harmful for you. Don't put your fingers back on the hot stove. That's not the wise choice. Let go of the guilt. Guilt does not serve anyone. Guilt only drags you down into dark places, causes you to doubt and second guess yourself. Let it go, let it go, let it go. Let it go. Yeah, let it go. Sing that song. It's your song, Steph. Oh, thank you, Linda. You like the writing. I appreciate that. Hang on, we just jumped. Oh, and it's almost 1:30, you guys. So if we haven't stopped new messages or new questions, please stop now. You might have already put it in there for me. Now I'm just trying to figure out where we were before the jump. Oh my gosh. There's a lot here I haven't gotten to. Okay, so I am trying to push the speed a little bit. So don't think I'm rushing your question. I'm still doing the very best, but I'm just trying to speed it along so we can get to everybody, because I don't want to leave anybody hanging. SK3 Gonzo, your son Miguel had stomach issues since he was 12. 3 years ago, he started having anxiety and panic attacks. Is it from a past life? So for Miguel, anxiety and panic attacks, is that from a past life? No. It's about the health issues. Yeah, because if he's not felt good for all these years, that puts you in a state of anxiety. Is he afraid for his life? Yeah. Yeah. He's afraid for his life. It's scary. So the stomach issues, is this a 3D issue that can be resolved? Yes. So the care he's getting now, is it sufficient? No. You need to explore other ways of helping him. SK3. So what would that be? I don't know if you've explored the dietary route of, changing the foods up. There's all kinds of specialty diets out there for people who have those kind of issues. So are you saying one of those specialty diets is what he needs? It's part of what he needs. It's not the whole thing. He also needs more healing. It's going to take a while. It's layers and layers, but I'm seeing you peeling away the layers. So don't give up. If you ever encounter a doctor who tells you this is the best it's going to get, can't help you anymore, bullshit, not true. It just means that person can't help you. Never stop looking for the answers, because your creator designed your body as this perfect machine that can heal itself if you set it up for healing. You've got to give it the right nutrition, the right conditions, you know, all the stuff, right? But when you set it up for healing, it can heal. There are things out there. There are natural remedies. There are herbs. There are homeopathics. There's energy work. Don't stop looking until you find the answer for him. You might want to consult a medical intuitive, because they can help you get to the root of the matter faster. That could get him on the road to health way faster than, you know, just throwing spaghetti at the wall kind of approach. So that's what I'm getting right now. I hope that's helpful. Susan, you've been at a standstill in your business for a few years. Any messages regarding that? Okay, so for Susan, what's going on with the plateau in the business? It's a shift, Susan. It's a pause in what you were doing. Yeah, you're at the stable level, but it's a pause because it's needing to shift. You can't keep doing things the same way you've always done them, because you have shifted. You're now in 4D. What you do has to shift. So don't be afraid to let it shift. Feel your way into it. If there's something that has intrigued you, something different you've wanted to try, dip your toe in the water. Try it. Don't hold back, because that's why you're on the plateau. It's like you're treading water until you're ready to look around and see the raft that's just out of arm's reach that you can swim to, get on, and take to your next destination. So are you saying she needs to stop all of what she's been doing all these years? No, I didn't think so, but just wanted to be sure. It's just shifting it slightly. It's like bending a stream of light. And I don't know what that means. I hope you do. It's bending a stream of light. So it's where it always was, but it's got to shift now. So even though it seems impossible and you don't know how to do it, trust that your angels will help you bend the stream of light. So now the light is being shown in a different, is that her light you're talking about? Your light. Okay, you're bending your stream of light. So it will be perceived differently by different people in a different way. It's expansion, Susan. That's what it's about. So lean into it. Go with it. And you can baby step it. You don't have to rush, but it's a big shift for you. So very exciting. Let us know how that goes. Janice, you're welcome. Shona, you're welcome. Patty, you have osteoarthritis in your knee. The doctor tried gel shots and other things. Will PRP help so you can walk with comfort and ease without stiffness? So for Patty and her osteoarthritis in her knee, is it highly likely what the doctor's doing is going to give her relief? Yes. Is it highly likely she'll be able to walk without stiffness and pain? Yes, you're on the road to healing, Patty. Keep going. What about PRP? Is that an optimal choice for her? No, PRP is not an optimal choice. Okay, so keep going with the other therapies, and that's good. And should she look for anything additional outside of that? No, focus on that, the gel and whatever else that you're doing with the doctor right now. For some reason, I don't know what PRP is, but it's saying a no on that. But there is healing for you. Also, your energy and intention is really important in this, Patty. So as you're walking and you feel a pain, call upon your angels. My dear angels, could you please send healing energy to my knee right now to relieve the pain? And they will. Every time the pain comes up again, do that again. So are you saying this is an opportunity for her to work more closely? Yes. This is training you to work with your angels at a more granular level. It's an opportunity. So set your intention for healing. Don't accept anything less, and keep inviting the angels in to help you with that. and then walk forward, getting better and better every day. So that's exciting. Hey, Ninja, glad you could make it. Becky, do you see anything coming job-wise this year? You haven't had much luck. Okay, so for Becky, is it highly likely that she will find a job within the calendar year 2023? Oh, no, this is not the year for you to get a job, Becky. 2024? So there is a job waiting for her in 2024. First quarter? Okay, so first quarter of 2024. And she's preparing for that now. So it's like, get your ducks in a row, do the preparation so that you'll be ready in 2024. And what does she do about money in the meantime? Supporting herself. She's got that covered, you're saying? They're saying you've got that covered, that you can wait until 2024. So don't rush into something that's the wrong choice for you. Hold out for the right choice. And that wouldn't always be the answer, but for some reason for you right now, it is. So is that the things that she's going to do between now and then? Is that what it's about? Yes. Your spiritual work between now and then is really important. So focus on that. Do all that you can do, knowing that as you do that, you can affect the timeline. It can come faster. If you get into alignment faster, then the right job can come faster too. But at this moment in time, it's looking like the first quarter of 2024. Betty, I missed your question before, Linda. I'm sorry. Can you put it at the bottom for me? Yeah, if you didn't already retype it, please do, because I don't want to miss you, Betty. I'm sorry I missed it. Sometimes they jump a little bit and then I miss something. So if I ever miss you, just let me know. Thank you for the thumbs up, Ninja. Ishika, you are so welcome. Thank you, Susan. Always great to see your smiling face. Positive Life Place. Your husband has a question. Any idea who are his guides? He wants to know. I will ask. Okay, so for Positive Life Place, her husband's guides. Anybody want to identify themselves? Well, first of all, they're saying we are legion. He has a legion of guides, teachers, masters, enlightened beings, angels at his service. What about the inner circle? Anybody in the inner circle want to say hi? There's one who's stepping forward and it's a platypus saying, you can call me Patty. So Patty the platypus. That's weird. Okay. Anybody else who wants to step forward? They're all stepping back. They're saying, no, it's not about who we are because we function as a team. We don't function as individuals. Your whole team is working on your behalf. So Patty the platypus was happy because that's kind of playful energy to lighten you up, not to be so serious. So be playful with them and you can have conversations with Patty. That's just a form that Patty took. It doesn't mean that, it's an actual platypus, but that's a form that, yeah, it's mostly about lightening you up. But also I would Google it and find out, is there symbolism behind platypus? Because there might be a bigger message there for you to find. So that's what they have to say right now. I hope that's helpful. Okay, I lost you again. Where are we? Oh, there we are. Okay. Oh, there's the 5-minute warning mark. Thank you, Debbie. Okay. And that's Patty again. Steph, your state is still not passing the education budget, so there's nothing firm. Any ideas, and do I talk to spirits more? Well, you can't ever talk to them too much, Steph, so that's a big fat yes. Do you try to help your mom's transition? She's stubborn. You are not responsible for your mom or her transition. Let her go. You can ask your angels to assist her if she will allow it. She might not allow it, who knows? But that's the most that would be useful for you to do. That way you stay out of it. Just let it go. Once she's crossed over in spirit, after some period of time, you may be able to have a conversation with her because she won't be the narcissist anymore. And it'll be a whole different thing. So you could try that. So what about the education budget for staff in her state? Is it highly likely they will pass that budget before school starts? Yeah, it's going to go down to the wire. But you know what? Don't fall victim to that trap of chewing your fingernails and being in a stressed state. They're going to do it. So just know that, trust it, allow it, believe it, and you keep doing your thing. Because if you slip into that nervous, anxious energy that you might normally, it's going to have very negative effects on you all around for all the other things you've been building. Let it go. Don't worry about it. Put it in the hands of your angels. Let them work out the details. You don't even need to know how. Just put it in their hands. Let them take care of it. That's the peaceful, easy way to do it. And there you go. Peaceful, easy feeling. Betty, you've been getting messages to go onto the internet, but you're not sure why. All you get is that you have information that will help people. Are you getting the right messages of going onto the internet? Okay, cool. So for Betty, is it an optimal choice for her to go onto the internet? Yes. And would that be like a YouTube channel? No. Would it be writing? No. I don't know how. How is she to go onto the internet? You talking social media? Oh, more presence on social media. But does that mean eventually she would do more? Maybe it might evolve into more. But okay, so the social media is bite-sized pieces. So like for instance, on Instagram, you could assimilate what you might do in a larger format on YouTube. That would be getting your feet wet. That would be testing the waters and seeing how it plays out. So is that what you're saying? Like Instagram would be an optimal choice? Okay, yes, that's an optimal choice for you. But is that building towards a bigger presence in the future? Maybe. This is testing for you, Betty. All the details are not there yet. It depends upon how it feels to you, how it reacts with you. This is testing the waters. So go do it and have fun with it. Be very playful. That's the energy you want to bring. Because if you're looking to help more people, you need to grow an audience. So being in that upbeat, playful energy is what's going to draw people to you. So be like a beacon. That's what they're saying. Start slow, and then you can build over time. Yeah. So anything else for Betty? Be like a beacon. They're just repeating that. So it's your time to be the beacon, Betty. Go with love, with joy, with peace, with confidence, because your angels are at your back. Ishika, you injured your knee a while back. You've been rehabbing and thinking of trying alternative medicine. Is it likely you'll have a full recovery? So for Ishika, is it highly likely that there will be a full recovery? Yes. It's in the cards. It's there for you. You've just got to keep moving towards it. Don't give up. Might take longer than you would like, but keep going. So anything else you want to say to Ishika? Just keep going. Yeah, one step at a time. And sometimes it's a little bit painful. Just move through it. Asking your angels, like I was mentioning to somebody else early, when you feel a pain in your knee, for instance, just, hey, angels, can you send some healing energy now to remove this pain? They'll do their best. Sometimes there might be more going on there, so they can't totally alleviate it, but they will do what they can given the present situation. So I hope that makes sense. It's a little convoluted, but yeah, they can and they will help you in whatever way is possible in the moment. So don't ever hesitate to ask. Jenny, you remember this song? You used to sing a lot in choirs, and you make up songs with Liza all the time. You will sing more. Oh, perfect. Please do. I can't wait to hear. That is so awesome. Because Jenny, apparently part of your mission is teaching the world to sing. Let that soak in. Amy, you're welcome. Lisa, great to see you. Do your guides have any breadcrumbs? Has anything changed direction in the house hunting? So for Lisa, is there anything new in the house hunting? No, you're still on track, still the same. So what would you like to share with Lisa today? There was this song in the 70s, I think, by Bobby Sherman. It was called The Drum, and it was part of the lyrics was boom, a boom, a boom, because he was emulating the drum. I'm hearing that song for you, Lisa, for some reason. So is it the song? Is there a message in the song for her? Okay. So looking up the lyrics would be a wise choice for her. Okay. What about energetically? Is there something energetically in that song? Yeah, it's being the drum, Lisa, because the drum is confident. It speaks without a quiver in its voice. It's because I'm hearing the bass drum booming. It's strong, it's steady, it's like a heartbeat. You can take it to the bank, it will always be there. You can count on it. So strong, steady, reliable. That's about, is that, you're saying that's who she is right now? Yeah, that's who you are. And is that a good thing? Yeah. Leaning into being more of that. So she's supporting others with that steady, reliable energy. Yes. It's feeling like right now, Lisa, there's some reason you need to step up and be more of the strong, steady rock supporting, and also the reassuring beating of the drum, like the heartbeat that people feel the love and the confidence from. So I hope that makes sense. Let me know. You're welcome, Betty. Amy, is your current back pain a lesson you need to learn? Amy. Is there a lesson in the back? No. No. It would be rare that a lesson would come in the form of pain unless you created it yourself. So is it a third dimensional issue, the pain? Okay. And is it something that can be treated by a chiropractor, for instance? Yes. So I don't know if you've explored chiropractic, but they're saying that that could be helpful for you. Okay, so we've passed the place for new questions. Let's just see if there's any follow-ups to take care of. Oh, Lisa, you've learned a lot about how to ask questions to angels and guides. I'm so glad. Yeah, you know, they want us to relax and treat them like our friends that they are, our friends and supporters. We can do no wrong in their eyes. So talk to them like you would a friend. Be yourself with them. Don't hold back. Don't think that you've got to speak in some formal scriptural way. No, they don't care. They will talk in whatever language you will talk, and they will even swear at you, because what we might think of as a bad word, not to them. No, it's communication. So whatever communication works, that's how they will talk. And yeah, just lean in and talk to them more. You can't do it enough. Have that dialogue going on all day long. You'll be amazed at what happens if you do that. Oh, thanks for the beautiful heart, Susan. Flora, we're past the point for new questions, and oh my gosh, we're going way late today. So I'm sorry, I can't answer any more new questions, but come back. Oh, this is a perfect time to tell you this. I'll send a notice on the community page. Watch for it. I think it's going to be a week from Tuesday. I'm going to do another live stream, an extra one this month, because there's an extra week. And when I do that one, I'm going to open it up for everybody. Right now, it's set up so that if you're subscribed to the channel, you can ask a question in chat. Otherwise, you can't. So that one I do on that Tuesday, I'm going to open it up to the world. Anybody and everybody who shows up can ask questions. And the reason for that is part of this push from Metatron about reaching more people. So if there have been people who've shown up for a live and were frustrated that they couldn't answer a question, this will be that opportunity, or they couldn't ask a question, this will be that opportunity for them to be heard and acknowledged. And I don't know if I'll ever do it again, but I'm just being led to do that. So I'll send more details when I have it. I don't have the exact date, but I think it's a week from Tuesday. It's going to be a Tuesday, and I'm going to do it at 8 p.m., not 7 p.m., because I know there are some conflicts with other readers at 7. So I'm going to see if doing it an hour later is better for people on the West Coast and maybe in other parts of the world as well. And we'll just see what happens at 8 o'clock. So back to where we were. Jackie, It was your first live and answer. You're crying happy tears. You feel the love. You appreciate the time and the love. Oh, I'm so glad. Thanks for being here, Jackie. It's a blessing for everybody when we come together. We all bless one another. And that's what it's all about. Because our light together is far brighter and bigger than it would be individually. And that's what it's all about. Letty, you're so welcome. Steph, you're welcome. You're drawn to narcissists. Well, stop doing that, Steph. Ask your angels to prick you with a pin or tap you on the head or something to warn you if there's a narcissist around, because that's an old pattern you are ready to break. No more of that for you. Yeah, but don't let being an empath cause you to be a victim of your gift. It was never intended to victimize you. That's huge. You're welcome, Randy. You're going to make your mission to live life to the fullest with a smile on your face. I love that. Do that and share it with the world, because it does make a bigger impact than you could ever imagine. Ishika, if you're willing to try anything and everything, then no matter what it is, you can and will heal. Yes, absolutely perfect. Yes, make that your mantra. You are welcome, Linda. Thank you for the blessings. You're welcome, SK3. You're welcome, Susan. Letty, you need the Pow Wow? Okay, I'll see if I can find it real fast and post it for you. I'll also put it, after we finish, I'll go around and put it in the comments. I'll do a pinned comment, so it will be there. So if anybody hears it, they'll be able to grab it. So let me try and, it's a little hard to multitask and do that while I'm live, but I'll see if I can get it real quick. All right, so working on it, working on it. It's coming. Okay, here we go. Got the link. On my way back. Okay, so here is the link. Now you do have to sign in to get the link. That's just so I know who's got it. If you're already on my mailing list, you're not going to be put on there a second time, but if you're not, it will put you on, and it will get you invitations to events like this. So if you're watching and you're not, then go ahead, grab that Pow Wow, because everybody needs to do that. And if you don't want to be on the list, just unsubscribe after you get it, but take the meditation, find that space of oneness, that healing of yourself with your soul, your higher self, and your ego. You need that oneness now to function at the optimal level in 4D density. Becky, it's going to be a challenge for you staying financially afloat. Well, just remember, you can change the timeline by the actions you take between now and then. Get out there, take new action where you feel led to do it, and ask your angels to fill in the gaps. Tell them, listen, I'm sinking here. You need to bring in some money, and they will. Allow it. Be open to receiving. That's really important. You have to be open to receiving, because sometimes we ask, and then for whatever reason, if we don't feel that we deserve it or whatever, we don't allow it to come in. So be in that energy of receiving and just keep telling them what you need. They will do everything they can. And then you've got to watch for the breadcrumbs. Take fast action when something comes that you can do. So don't worry about it. Don't go into fear and worry. Know your angels have got your back. They're going to work this out for you, and something beautiful will come out of it. So trust in that. Flow with the love. Let your angels carry you through. Victoria, you're so welcome. And now you're more confident about helping your sweet dog. Oh, I'm so glad. Love and blessings to you and your doggy. Jackie, he's the drinker. Yeah, I got that. I'm sorry if I made it seem like it was not, if it was you. No, I got that. You don't want to be around that. It's just not healthy. You are so welcome, Betty. Steph, you won't go to Tennessee. You're going to keep looking for a better job as it feels right. It might not be quite right, but it's controlling the stress. Yeah, again, that's in your best interest, controlling the stress, right? Let it all go. Just float. See yourself on a raft, on a peaceful body of water, whether it's a lake or an ocean or whatever, and see your angels there surrounding you, all floating together in this beautiful, high vibe energy that will carry you through everything. And they are right there to take care of any waves that come up. So you are safe, you are secure, you are loved, so loved. Allow that love to flood your senses and then float on that. Ashika, you really needed to hear that. I'm so glad. Hey, Betty Max, I'm glad you could be here. Sorry, we're past the place of taking new questions, but hopefully you'll be able to get a lot from what we've already done. Steph, you don't believe in yourself. Yeah, I know, been there, done that. And look at me now. This is what working with the angels has done for me. I used to have such a low self-esteem. It was in the basement. I didn't believe I deserved anything. I always gave the best to everybody else except me. And through working with Metatron and my team, that has totally changed. It is the most phenomenal feeling. There's no doubt, there's no worry, there's just flowing. I mean, yeah, there's baubles here and there. We all have that because we're not done, we're not perfect, but it will change your life. So just talk to your angels more. Just doing that will change your life. Allow them to help you. Angie, sorry, Angie, we're past taking new questions. I'm just wrapping up, but come back next time and I would love to answer your question. Lisa, right on. You are caretaking 4 people and you have to be the rock for each one. Hard work, but you'll pursue it. Okay, but Lisa, don't forget the self-care. Self-care comes first. If you don't take care of you, make sure that you are powered up and in your most fulfilled energetic space. You have less to give to them and you will get depleted. This is about you always staying fully charged and then giving to them from the excess. And it will be perfect. It will be what they need. Plus, you're also teaching them a really powerful lesson. Steph, you're welcome for the Pow Wow. Please do it. Get into that oneness space. It will feel so wonderful. And you might have to do it more than once. That's perfectly fine. Amy, you're welcome. Oh, thanks, Betty. I'm so glad. Perfect, Steph. That was you until now. You are now a different person. You are stepping into the new 2.0 version of Steph, who knows that she's loved, she's perfect, she's beautiful, resplendent, magnificent, and brilliant right now. And tomorrow she'll be better. Just keep leaning on that truth, lean into the love and the light, and allow it to be. Okay, you guys, so. Oh, that is so cool, Susan. You just met face-to-face with your guide. His name is Ordon. Oh, that is awesome. Have a great time with Ordon. And if you want to, come back and share with us. We'd love to hear it. Letty, you are so welcome for the link. Okay, let's take just a couple of minutes here and bring the energy down and thank everyone, everything for being with us today. So a couple of deep breaths. Really deep, you guys. We need the really deep ones. We're being told that right now. Do that a few times a day would be really good for you. I think Metatron talked about that recently in one of the messages. So thank you to everybody who showed up here live. We deeply appreciate your energy, your collaboration in this magnificent love experiment that we are conducting here in our part of the world, and for helping us to beam it out to every dark corner, to every little creek and crevice in this world, so that divine light shines brightly on one and all, that they might receive it if they choose, that they might become a part of this grand design that Creator is weaving through our lives even now. Thank you to all the angels, the guides, the teams, all for being here, staying with us, for your loyalty, for your love, your stability, your constance. You are our rock, and we deeply love and appreciate you. We deeply love and appreciate ourselves for being these magnificent souls, for allowing the angels and Creator to work through us to bless the world. And as we all come together with open, joyful hearts, we send love and light to our teams, to Creator, to the world, to one another. And we say a grateful thank you, thank you, thank you. So that's it, you guys. I think that's everything there. Old guy. Oh, I'm so glad you could be here, and thank you for the beautiful words. Joanne says the messaging makes sense. It's one of your favorite sayings. Even the ocean has ebb and flow. And it's been a few interesting weeks. Oh, that's beautiful. Yeah, just go with that ebb and flow, because you are it, Joanne. You are bringing so much beauty and love light to the world. Keep doing that. Thank you guys for being here. That's it for now. Big love and many blessings. See you soon.